We. 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 Alors, bonjour, mes amis. Steve Dangle ici. Bienvenue, the SCPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Match numéro 4. 4. In La Belle Provence. Montreal leads this second round series 2-1. Buffalo, home of the Buffalo Sabres, looking to even this thing up tonight. Will the Habs take a stranglehold, or will the Sabres take back home ice advantage? We got lineup changes. They are not insignificant ones. Krebs, Thompson, Tuck, Benson, Norris, Doan, Zucker, Hellenius, Quinn. Hellenius gets into his 10th NHL game. This actually burns the first year of his entry-level contract. That's how bad Buffalo wants him in the lineup. Greenway, McLeod, Mallenstein. Mallenstein was fined. So was Arbor Jacki. Darlene Samuelson, Byram Power, Connor Timmins, Luke Shen, an all right-handed third pair for the Buffalo Sabres. Shen getting in. Ethan, welcome to SDP VIP. I fully expect Shen to have a big hit tonight. Oh, I think that's a pretty decent assumption. Caulfield, Suzuki, Slivkovsky. Friggin' Alex practically Guy Lafleur Newhook with Evans and Demidov. Bullduk Doc Valeno. Texier, Deno Anderson. Matheson Carrier. Hudson Dobson. Jacki Gooley. Drew pointing out Jacki who shouldn't be in the game. George Peros likes it. It's cool. Power Pat, I'm in tears. Got very sick last night and can't accompany my dad to the game. Third row, $2,500 tickets. He went with someone else. Well, at least you got me. Wes Richard sent 5 SDPN memberships. For God's sake, please make sure one of them gets to Pat. Diamond King videos. Steve, Aura frames the start of each stream. Oh, I'm an idiot. Steve Aura farms at the start of each stream. Shout out Aura Frames. Oh dear. Okay. Did you see Hamilton is getting a PWHL team? I don't think I did. I saw Vegas. Hamilton's going to be the first one? All right. Sports Talk Chud said the singer is really aura framing right now. Francois Lamel told you Peros was a hab at the end. Man. Absolutely electric anthem. Okay, but stop singing. Let the crowd take over. Oh, he's singing. That's okay. Ahoskova, fun facts for today. Habs have not allowed a third period goal since game 4 against Tampa. What? Buffalo is 0-14 when they trail a series 2-1. Yeah, but this is a weird year. If any team was ever going to bump The slump. This year is a pretty good one. Oh, Canada. That's the stuff. You know what's funny? All regular season long, we're like, do we still need anthems? And then the game's in Montreal, and we're like, anthem stays. Anthem stays. Corrupted says, Steve! Hey, Sky Dane. Thank God for Steve, his little sidekick, Drew. Whoa, that's rage bait. That's rage bait. Steve, I bought an Aura frame for my mom for Mother's Day because of the show, and then my Canucks lost first overall to you guys. Thanks. That was the price. You lose the first overall pick. That's what it cost. I forgot to mention Jakub Dobeš starting for the Montreal Canadiens. Obviously, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen starting for the Buffalo Sabres. Not so obviously. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen with an opportunity to retake the Sabres net. And Lindy Ruff hoping he does. On account of if he doesn't, they'll be down 3-1, and it's pretty hard to win when you're down 3-1. Buffalo versus the world. Let's go Sabres. Opening face-off drop. Norris, Suzuki, puck is dropped. Sabres win that back. Samuelson. Every Sabres D pair has the same handedness. We got two lefty pairs and an all righty pair. That will be a fixation of mine for the rest of the night. Icing against the Buffalo Sabres. Is this what the Roman Coliseum sounded like? I'm going to be honest, probably not. This is probably louder. The tallest guy in the Roman Coliseum was probably like 5'4". Everyone in here has lungs. Did the refs just do a secret handshake? I missed that, but I wouldn't put it past them at all. Players have it. Why not refs? Suzuki wins that back. Slavkovsky can't get that pass through. Caulfield trying to get it around to Suzuki. Good stick from Dahlin. He's battling Suzuki. Here come the Sabres with numbers. Doan hands it off. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot, but it didn't work. And now here come the Habs. Partial odd man rush. Caulfield! Stopped by Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Tested for the first time tonight. Owen Power up the ice. Benson left the puck behind. Power going in on offense. Dunno. Tries to clear the zone. Can't quite do it. Oh, the whole crowd is going, Luukkonen. Luukkonen. That's Drew goes, oh, they knew his name and Subban didn't. Habs fans, not Habs players, Drew. Habs cycling it. Texier. Oh, you could call that a hold. Oh, you got to remember it's game 4, second round. We're starting to get into the muck here. Reminder that game 4 of the Carolina Philly series wrapped how many days ago? Sabres moving it really well. Timmins up the ice. Sabres lose the zone. They'll gain it right back. That's Hellenis. Hellenis? I thought it was Hellenius. He's tied up with his man. Jackeye gets rid of it, turns it over in the neutral zone. Timmins up the ice. Habs turn them right back around. Gooley. Pass off target for Veleno. Another pass off target for Veleno. Oh, puck is knocked into the Sabres bench. Consta Hellenius from Finland. Ylojarvi, Finland. He is 20 years old, 14th overall pick in 2024. Sabres on from the blue line. Dobish doesn't know where that is, and neither do I. Dobson plays it to the blue line. Once again, it's the Sabres kind of driving stuff and the Habs turning them around. This is what the Habs are comfortable doing. They've been doing it all series long, all playoffs long. Shen pops that one up, can't find it. Bolduc. Samuelson. That's turned over. A lot of off target passes for both teams so far. Shen down the ice. Josh Stone chasing after it. Josh Stone, good job. Habs clear it. Slavkovsky cross ice to Caulfield. Flips it into the corner. He's going to be first there. Tries to play it to a teammate. Doesn't work. Caulfield steals it off Byram. Byram takes him down. That's not going to be a call. Slavkovsky. Pass off target to Matheson at the point. Habs have to chase that down. Carrier. Matheson, Carrier. Slavkovsky. Already the ref you suck chance in Montreal. A little over 4 minutes into the first period here. Whoa, big hit from Josh Anderson, but the Sabres stay with it. It's Dahlin. He hands it off. It's Tuck. The shot is off target. Sabres. Dahlin. Stopped by Dobish. He clears the rebound himself. Thompson feeds the point. It's Timmins. Behind the Habs net. Lindy Ruff is managing his bench very interestingly to start this game. Tuck. Shot. Stopped by Dobish. Ugly rebound. Shot. That's blocked. I don't like Dobish's body language so far in this game, but it wouldn't be the first time in these playoffs we've seen him start a little squirrely and then settle in. His movement's very big to start games, and they're pretty big to start tonight. Hudson up the ice. Jack Eye with Hudson right now. Martin St. Louis and Lindy Ruff getting creative with their D pairs. Here come the Sabres. Zucker tries to wrap around. A rebound stopped by Dobish and held on to 14:46 to go in the first. Drew, are you picking up what I'm putting down about Dobish? Yeah. Big movements. Very, very, very big movements. He is a pup. Insane to me that he's a 2020 draft pick. I wonder where he ranks. Oh, no. A bunch of 2020 players have played quite a bit. He's got to be one of the top, if not the top goalie. Mallenstein couldn't convert there. Habs clear. Power. Again, the Habs. Oh, Dobish has to play that around. The Habs not dictating the play, but they're comfortable doing that. Mallenstein takes the puck off Demidov. Greenway turns it over, and Evans is going to skate it to center and chip it in. Power. Chased by Evans. 6 minutes into the game. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. Sabres on. That's deflected funny. It's at the side of the net. Power. That pass, shot rather, does not get through. Habs now trying to get a little offense done. Veleno tries the toe drag release. Doesn't work. Dobson jumped up in the play. Someone's going to have to cover for him. Here comes Doan again. Doan, what a pass. What a play. What a goal from the Buffalo Sabres. Samuelson finishes off a gorgeous tic-tac-toe play, and the Sabres take the 1-0 lead early in game 4. Wow, you could see that developing. Doan handed it off. Norris back to Doan. He stayed with it. Norris, oh my gosh, what a feed to Matthias Samuelson. Oh, and Dobish even got a piece of it, but the Sabres bury it. 3 goals, 4 points in the 2026 playoffs. Building's still loud. Denise Campbell, did you see Dobish's first star intermission? Fans were so loud they wouldn't let him talk. I haven't seen that. I logged off very soon after the game was done. Oh, Tuck with a great chance. Stop by Dobish. I think that might have hit him in the mask. Tuck again. On. Stop by Dobish again. Tuck with a great pass to Tage Thompson. Great stick work. Oh, that would have been so creative from Slav, but he turns it over. Krebs keeps it alive for Buffalo. Suzuki takes it. He wants to slow the pace down. The Sabres won't let him. Tuck all over him, and he strips him, plays it back to Timmins. Sabres out shooting Montreal 6-1 right now. About to be 7. Power in front. That trickles just wide off a deflection. All Sabres all the time right now. That pass is a little off target. Weird bounce. Habs clear the zone. But you can't just sit back. Texier battling for it. Sabres clear that with ease. Jack-Eye. Dano. He's got Anderson with him. He's stripped. Here's the interesting thing. The Habs don't play down very much. Hand it off. The Sabres have numbers. Hellenius drives. Stop by Dobish. Rebound. Stop by Dobish again. That was Quinn. A little over 8 minutes into the first. The Habs kind of come out of the gate parking the bus. And don't know how they're going to navigate this because Buffalo is running their show. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Giggling Cat, I can't pick between these teams. The stories are so good on both sides, but chat will get 20 subs for every 500 likes. Click! Gosh darn it! Click like. We need those memberships. Do you mean parking the train? Choo choo. I'm forced to applaud your efforts. By the way, I was almost right. Jakub Dobish is second in games played in terms of goalies from the 2020 draft class. Yaroslav Askarov leads the way at 63 games. Dobish is at 59. Nico Dawes is at 55. And Sabres goalie Devin Levi is at 39. Levi Marilainen, 34. Joel Blomqvist from the Penguins at 15. And then, Archer Akhtimov is on this list at 3 games. Oh, Jordan, there you go. Askarov is a 2020 pick. But, this is interesting. Askarov tied for the lead amongst 2020 goalies in points and penalty minutes. He has 1 assist and 2 penalty minutes. It's crazy. It's nice watching hockey not caring who wins, says Butcher. Was that? They're reviewing if the puck went in. Oh, so Dobish made a glove save. Oh, they just announced it. They went through the whole break. Where's the puck? Oh, it's in the mat. If they confirm the puck is all the way, oh boy. Oh, Drew, I agree with you. I think that's in, but how do you prove it? That's pretty clearly in the net. Of course it's in. Can you prove it? The overhead view that they showed, that's interesting. You need two angles here. So the in the net cam, or rather the overhead cam, I can't see the puck. Maybe you can. I can't see the puck. But you're like, if it's in the back of his glove, then it's in the net. And you can see from other camera angles that that's where the puck is. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Oh, buddy, that's a goal. But the parallax angle. Can you restart the stream? Can you restart the Flyers series? Oh. I think that's in. I think that's a goal for Jack Quinn. We're going to have a controversy to talk about on tomorrow's show. Oh, if the Sabres lose this game, oh, and it's Lindy Ruff. Oh my God, it's Lindy Ruff. You're so right. Oh, now it's no goal. Oh, now. Is it 100% though? All roads lead to refs you suck chance. It's yeah, but the camera is not on the crossbar facing down. It's on the back crossbar, right? Yeah, but the fact you can see white in front of the glove, like it's still I don't know how to just I'm not describing this properly. You know what I mean? A little over 8 minutes into this game. The shots are 8-1, by the way. Should it count? Quinn hit the glove with his stick. Oh shoot, that's interesting too. You're right. It was okay. So now it's so the puck is in the net. Is it's in the net because Quinn hit his glove? Yeah, the Situation Room does have a different camera angle. You know what, Drew? Just because of how long this is taking, I think it's going to be no goal. Okay, where's Quinn's stick though? Yeah, they're not going to call goalie interference on a follow through of a shot. Is that the rule? Here we go. Here we go. After review. They call it a goal. Wow. Long review. And now the Habs are looking at it to see if they're going to challenge for goalie interference. First career playoff goal for Jack Quinn, which is crazy. He's been shooting the hell out of the puck. I St. Louis having a long discussion here. Okay, you saying Dobish was hit two different times? Yeah, is he okay? Look at his stick. Look at his glove. Are you challenging it? They're challenging it. Oh boy, this is risky. Oh, I don't know. You think it's goalie interference? Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's so hilarious. We just spent all that time being like, is the puck in? Hellenius, I think, interferes with him. And then you could argue Quinn with the stick as well. Okay. Giving Lindy Ruff this goal only to take it away, you have to admit is very funny. If that's what happens. Okay, you know how I know this goal is going to stand? Did you see that graphic, Drew? The NHL Situation Room is in Toronto. Toronto very notably loves Buffalo and the Sabres. It's strange this happened twice these playoffs, says Austin Walker. We need someone impartial in the NHL Situation Room. I think that is producer Drew, 100%. Giggling Cat, okay, I'm joining you in the why is this a thing rant. Uh, it's got an RFID chip. Oh, the puck. Put an RFID sensor on the goal and figure out what the hell goalie interference actually means. Uh, the wife and mother-in-law drove 13 hours from Halifax to see this game. Both huge Habs fans. Hard to cheer for the Habs, but it's hard not to like this young team. That is some bullcrap. Reviewing almost 10 minutes. They're still going. You sent that 2 minutes ago. I'd be livid if I was a Habs fan. Brutal call. Well, Drew, like you're pretty, like what percent do you think that's goalie interference? 95? He does take his whole stick and arm away, and then he makes the save, which is crazy, but the glove is in the net. Pin King, that's clever. Pin King, Wild come back to win the series? Question mark. Drew, what do you think? He said, sorry, I wasn't listening. Oh, here we go. Here we go. After the coach's challenge. There was goalie interference. That's crazy. Why isn't the camera on Lindy Ruff? Why isn't the camera on Lindy Ruff? Put it on Lindy Ruff right now. Why hasn't the camera gone to Lindy Ruff? Put it on Lindy Ruff. Oh my God, you're not doing your job. You're not doing your job. That was 12 minutes. They showed the replay of Lindy. He just goes, oh, F-O. Francois Labelle. If it's judge goalie interference, does Buffalo get a penalty? No, because it was Montreal who initiated the challenge. No one in Buffalo is going to want to hear this. That is the right call. They unfortunately took a very long time to review it, but I believe that's the right call. Face off outside the Habs zone somehow. And it feels like we're restarting the game. It's just Buffalo has an 8-1 shot advantage and the score is 1-0. By the way, Habs are tying it this shift because it's easily the funniest outcome. Luke Shen, hammered by Bolduc. The Habs have like momentum now. Oh! Valeno jamming away at it. And we get a face-off here. 11:35 to go in the first. So, okay, Craig Simpson asking almost the right question. He's talking about Martin St. Louis and the players that he chose to use out of this break. Why did the Sabres, after a 12-minute break, go with their fourth line and third pair? Make a statement? Is the statement we're easily the Sabres' worst option? Because that's what it looked like. Oh, it'll definitely help the Habs. They were getting dominated. Slavkovsky to take the face-off against Norris. Buffalo wins that. Power. Doan from Norris. Turned over to Slavkovsky, who tries to play it to Hudson. Makes him work for it a little bit. Here comes Slav through the neutral zone. Slav, fans on the shot. Good work there from Power. Oh, stop by Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen and out of play. 11-13 to go in the first. Francois Labelle, but a goalie interference should be a penalty. So now we get to talk about the gray area of goalie interference that's goalie interference, and then goalie interference that's interfering with the goalie. You're allowed to interfere with the goalie, but don't you dare be guilty of goaltender interference. If you interfere with the goalie, they'll call the goal back, but you're not going to go in the box. But if it's goalie interference, you're going to the box. Get it? Got it? Good. Okay, great. Texier fighting for it behind the Sabres net with Tuck. Texier tries to get it to the point and does. Dobson on through traffic. Luukkonen gives up a juicy rebound. Habs lose the zone. Oh, we got a dancing pair in the chat from Cassie. Hey, you too. Texier. Turned over. Thompson. Off the boards. Right onto the stick of Dobson. There's over half a period to go. It's 7:38. Francois said, I just think that for the same reason that the Deneau goal wasn't taken into consideration, this one shouldn't either based on the precedent they set. There is no precedent when it comes to this. Matheson shot off the bar. Out of play, 10-10 to go in the first. Oh, that one was loud. Toe drag release from Matheson. Here's the replay. Choo! Ping! Off the crossbar. And I think it hit, was that Darlene as well? Francois Labelle. There's a lot of guys named Francois. It's two, actually, but still. Not a league. Choo-choo! Valid. Newhook taking on McLeod here in the Sabres zone. Newhook wins that back off the linesman's skate. Matheson down low to Demidov. Demidov fighting for it. Byram helps get it along the half wall. Malenstein can't clear it. Demidov in front. Oh! Evans airmails it. Newhook. He did it again. This guy can't be stopped. Alex absolutely Newhook. The premier of Newfoundland and Labrador. He can't stop. 8 career playoff goals, 5 goals in the last 3 games for Alex Newhook after just a barn burner of a start from the Sabres. There's a review out of TV timeout. They're given a goal. There's another review for goalie interference. The goal is called back. And ever since that successful challenge by Martin St. Louis, it has been all Habs all the time. Alex Newhook cannot be stopped right now. 1-1 game. Dobish out of the net. This building is just losing it. 6th of the playoffs for Newhook. Center by the Sabres. Oh, Doan almost had a wonderful opportunity there. Oh, they can't locate the puck. Caulfield. Habs once again. You see how they try to slow the pace down a little bit? They just try to calm things down in their own end. Caulfield. Shot. That's well off target and out of play. Newhook, Conn Smythe arc. Let's go. Honestly, it's between like him and Dobish. Like I'd have him above Hudson right now. First pipe music tonight, says Denise. Because they're built for inflation. Wait. Oh, I missed the setup. Why have balloons stayed so cheap? Because of inflation. Oh, they're built for inflation. I ruined it, Cassie. I'm sorry. Giggling Cat says, bravo. That giant review killed the Sabres' momentum. You're 100,000% correct. Garrett Hamilton, my premier. Can you clarify? Could they have called the interference if they were only asked to confirm if the puck was in the net, or does the off ice review have wiggle room to declare a goal or no goal? Skate Sky Dane sent 10 STPN memberships. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cassie says, Steve, I'm sorry. That's the first one of yours I've read correctly. Francois Labelle, I didn't know Alex Newhook spelled his name Guy Lafleur. Choo choo. Okay. Hey, I'm live on stream right now. When they review uh uh go- goalie interference, wait, I shouldn't have tried to do that. So Drew, I could have just asked you this whole time. So you can't review for penalties? You can only review for one thing at a time. Got it. Thank you. How many goals did Newhook have this season during the regular season? 13. No way! No way! I swear to God, I didn't look. That's crazy. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Choo choo. No conductor's hat. Choo choo. Well, I can't put the conductor's hat on now. They're doing too well without it. Francois Labelle sent 5 SDPN memberships. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. Yo, say what you will about me streaming Habs games. They are not boring. Sabres win the D zone draw. Timmins into the neutral zone. Good stick there from Tuck. Tuck's really starting to come alive here. Hudson swats that away. There's Tuck. City TV everywhere. Logan Thompson. Back of the net for Tuck. Dobson on him. Thompson. On! Dobish stops that. Dobson flips that towards the half wall because he didn't see a good path to clear. Hudson, good stick. Dobson. There's Tuck again. And Dobson puts it out. Are they saying deflection or penalty? Ooh, Sabres wanted a call there. You're struggling tonight, huh? Yes. Steve, once the Canucks hire a new GM, can we get the hockey guy on the SDPN, on the SDP, to get his opinion? So, ooh. Let's see here. I don't know. Okay. Ah, you can't say without a shadow of a doubt Tuck didn't touch that. That's a tough call. That's a tough call. Look at Lindy. This guy's whole career has been defined by just getting screwed by calls. No penalty. Here's power. Sabres win that draw. They're getting better in the faceoff dot. Zucker off the side of the net. Zucker. He's tripped. That's a call. That's an easy call. Carrier takes down Zucker. Have you seen the photo of Olivier Rioux with Lane Hudson? It's insane. Ryu is what, 7'9", and Hudson I think is 5'9". Hudson looks like his child, and he might be older. Jared, the Lightning may have lost to the Cup champs 3 straight years if this keeps up. All I feel is pain. At least Cooch is likely to extend. Yeah, extend his pointless streak in Game 7s. What up? Hi, Jared. It's good to see you. I'm sorry. Iron Shinobi the 5th. I'm willing to put my ever heated rivalry with the Habs as a Leafs fan off for a moment if it means Canada wins the Cup. Who agrees? Contentious. Habs keeping the puck along the wall. Evans gets it out to center. Sabres power play in these playoffs, 11.1%, which is shocking. Remember what I said on the podcast. Tage Thompson is not taking slap shots. That passes off target. New hook. Can't clear. Thompson. And they're going to call the pick on Dahlin. 7:54 to go in the first. We're going to get 4-on-4 action here for a minute 23. Dahlin is beside himself. Giggling Cat sent 20 SDPN memberships. Merci beaucoup. TJ Luxmore and Kelly Sutherland. Gooley. So here's the thing. Gooley was already going down. Dahlin might have a point here. Oh, boy. He might have a great point. Craig Simpson goes, wise move by Gooley to accept the contact. Right. So diving. Diving? I think what you described is diving. I'm not sure. Ozone draw for the Habs. This is Norris versus Newhook here. Hudson plays it back. Hudson. It's Hudson and Dobson. Hudson. Newhook thought about shooting it. Why not? Hudson. To Newhook. Oh my gosh, he almost had a tap in. That building, I think, might have burned to the ground if that went in. Here come the Sabres with numbers. Doan. They're attacking with speed. Oh boy, they have a lot of space here. Power. One-timer from Byram is stopped. Oh, that puck is loose. Did they blow it dead? Now they do. Jake Evans might have just saved a goal. I thought the play was dead. Steven! I thought you were dead. I can already hear Lindy Ruff's post-game press conference no matter the outcome. Oh. It's a joke. Name tags. Just turned the game on to see it's getting messy. You don't know the half. Giggling Cats is wrecked. Evan Richter, Sabres versus the refs. They're getting their ass kicked right now. By the refs, I meant. They're out shooting Montreal 10-3. They'll be fine. Byram on. Stop. Big rebound. Dobish is still moving way, way, way too much. Habs chase the Sabres into the neutral zone. Sabres looking to regain, and they do. Krebs. Byram. In front for Krebs. That goes wide. Thompson's hurt. I know it's none of our business. Matheson goes down. Krebs, no call. Thompson. Feeds the point. Streaking Greenway. It's a Habs power play right now for 35 seconds, and the Sabres rag the puck back. Very, very, very wise. 30 seconds. Played all the way down the ice. Dobish. Plays it to no one. 20 seconds to go in this power play. There you go. There's no point even playing your first unit. Did they have the first unit? You should just have 2D out there. Demidov realizes that and gets off the ice. 0 shots on that power play for the Habs. It was very short. Carrier. Caulfield. There's still under 6 minutes to go in the first period. Will the first period be done by 8 o'clock? It is currently 7:51. Habs. Sabres. Zucker. Fighting for it with Hellenius. Habs clear the zone. Shen swats it away, but not with possession. Should I open my O'Henry or my Crunchy? Yes. And now a penalty. Coming against Buffalo. I wonder if they're taking 2 here. Zucker's going to the box. They might put time back on the clock. I don't think anyone heard the whistle. I didn't. Zucker for the slash, the trip. Oh, and then he drives Veleno into the boards. Yeah, that's probably 2 minutes well earned. And now we go to commercial break. The first period, I don't think is going to be done, especially if there's another goal. I don't think the first period is going to be done by 8 p.m. Eastern, which is very unusual. Giggling cat. Don't worry about the first running long. I'm sure they'll make up for it with no wow, no whistles at all in the second. Did I say zipples? I think I said zipples. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Oh, Jacques Besson 3339. You sent one SDPN membership. Merci beaucoup. €2 ooh, on another 10-minute offside review. I think you're going to be able to keep your euro. We don't usually get 2 of those in a game. New hook for Canadian clutch guy of the month. Did I already pick him? I think I already picked him, but like, I might have to pick him again. Crash test fetus. It's like 3 penalties in one motion. Yeah, but it's the playoffs. It is 7:54. Habs power play. Can you imagine if the Habs get out of this first period? There's 5 minutes to go, 5:03. They have 3 shots. Can you imagine if they get out of this period with the lead after everything? I went for the crunchy, says Francois Labelle. The chocolate bar you get to eat for like an hour because it gets stuck in your teeth. Sabres win the draw as they've been doing tonight, and they clear it. Suzuki across the slav to Hudson. Caulfield. Habs without very much speed. Suzuki hands it off to Hudson. Slav. Caulfield. That is the slowest power play zone entry I think I've ever seen, and it worked. Oh, and then they flub the pass, and it doesn't matter anymore. The Sabres clear it. Cassie sent to Dancing Lemon. Giggling Cat sent a dancing controller. I'm trying to figure out which one. Is that like the Super Nintendo one? Slavkovsky as the Habs gain the zone. Download a Suzuki. Caulfield. Hudson. Demidov, blast it. Where is it? Oh, baby. We're about to get another review. We're 100% about to get another review. The net comes flying off, and we're going to have to see if the puck crossed the line. Oh, is Luukkonen hurt? Yeah, of course Caulfield said it was in. That doesn't mean it was. Shot off of Schen's skate. Oh, no, that's not in. But it is so close. And it would have counted, too, because it goes off of Schen's skate. Donk, or his knee, rather. But, okay, the Sabres should be getting called. Like, Suzuki puts his hand up. The play stops because Schenn put Suzuki through the net. Now, they never call those. It is a veteran move. I totally agree. If I have to know that sticker exists, so do you. Thank you, Giggling Cat. So they don't review it. Hudson shuffles it, and Timmins gets rid of it. Who says you can't pick him twice? You're right. Told you. Did I say offside? I meant goal review. SDP, 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 SDP. Love that. Here come the Habs. Picked off again. Oh, almost a shorthanded opportunity for Tuck. You know what? This might be a shorthanded opportunity anyway. McLeod off target. 37 seconds to go in this Habs power play. Slav. They stay on side, not by much. Demidov. Suzuki. Oh, great patience with the puck. Dobson. Looked for the deflection, didn't work. Demidov. Dobson quickly plays it to Slafkovsky. Slav almost picked off by Malenstein. What a fight for it. And he loses the zone. 10 seconds to go here. Sabres have basically killed this off. Were the confetti poppers the cursed ones? You bet. New hook! Stop for, I think, the first time in his career. What a save from Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. 2:59 to go in the first. Controller of dubious origin. Text says its name is Masher, and that Masher is a video game controller who's full of energy and knows all the best button combinations to have a good time. No, thank you. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. No, thank you. Face off in the Sabres zone. Evans loses that draw to Thompson. Or was it Doan? I think it was Thompson. Habs fire it down the ice. Evans comes up with a shot from Newhook. Is deflected wide. Where did this guy come from? Colorado. Krebs. Thompson. Off target, Byram. Dobish stops it, and Doan is going to get into it with Matheson here. Krebs is in there. Bolduc is in there. 2:35 to go in the first. I wonder if we get some penalties here. Oh, that's a good one. Yep. Both gone. Krebs and Bolduc. And now someone's losing gloves, helmet. Does Bolduc fight? Because he seems to love kicking people's ass. He fights? Yeah, who on the Sabres did he beat up? He beat someone up. Or was it the Lightning? Maybe it was the Lightning. What? Krebs and Bolduc, 2 minutes each for roughing. Hockeyfights.com says Bolduc doesn't have a fight on his card, which I don't think is I don't think he's going to end his career that way, put it that way. Don't call people blind in the chat. We try to be cool here. We try to be cool. $2:35 to go in the first, and it is officially 8 p.m. The first period is not over. 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Crazy. Insane period. The Habs have had several periods these playoffs that would be the most insane period of a lot of series. Is this the most unhinged period the Habs have had? It might be. It also might not be. Face off in the Montreal zone. Cassie sent, I don't know what that lemon's doing. Taking off their jacket? That's confusing. Byram to Dahlin, being chased by the Habs. Oh, pass, turnover. Hudson. Oh, you got to shoot that. Dahlin, Byram takes it. It's 9:30 p.m. in Newfoundland. This is Garrett. Here comes Dahlin. Hands it off to Norris. Finds Tuck. Shot. That's off target. And Hudson is going to spring for a break. He's not going to have a great lane. He stops up. Oh, in front for Anderson. Whoa, Dahlin tries to plant Gooley. Gooley trying to play it from his knees. Habs got to watch so they don't get caught here. Where does the ref... Sorry, the cameraman lost sight of the puck for a second. Suzuki. Knocked down. Caulfield fighting for it. Caulfield gets it. Caulfield. Bad angle shot is stopped by Luukkonen. Byram. OTS. It's a lemon flasher. What is going on in this chat? McLeod. He's fast. I like using him at 4-on-4. I think that's smart. Did the puck just hit the linesman to prevent icing? The Sabres are going to lose their minds. 30 seconds to go on 4-on-4. Sabres look great here. Thompson. Habs all over the Sabres with the dirty stuff. Matheson. Power takes it off him. Hellenius is out there for the final seconds of 4-on-4. Hellenius shoots. That leaves. Are they calling Tage for that? I need to see a replay. That's soft as hell. By the way, if anyone says I'm cheering for the Habs, please show them that clip. Cross-checking is the call? Let's see. So oh boy. No, still think it's pretty soft. What did Buffalo do to these refs? I don't know. Cassie, you don't need to know. That's a pair with pom-poms. So Drew making a point. Gooley draws another one. They might stop calling him. So this is 4-on-3 for a few seconds here. Hudson. Slaff is blocked. Where's the puck? It's in the neutral zone. Krebs and Bulldog come out of the box. Suzuki. Demonov. Hudson. Suzuki. Shot is blocked. 15 seconds. Hudson on. Rebound. Caulfield. What a move and what a goal. I actually cannot believe, after everything that has happened in this first period, the Habs are about to come out of the first with a 2-1 lead as Hudson buried. No, the other one, the other short one. Caulfield. Oh, Lindy Ruff is losing his mind. And I would be too. Cole Caulfield scores on the power play to make it 2-1. That's a gross goal. Ooh. Luukkonen's gotta have that, right? Get the pad down, brother. What a goal from Cole Caulfield. This game is going to end at 11 in regulation, isn't it? It might. Or 12 in overtime. Newhook has switched out body armor for Screech. Let's see what happens with the final seconds of this period. Nothing. Oh. No, here we go. Here we go. It's Benson. Here we go. Nah, nothing. The Montreal Canadiens getting outshot 13-6. Have the hockey gods smile upon them and exit the first period up 2-1. It's a miracle. It's an actual miracle. Steve Dangle, there's still 40 minutes left to play, at least. Steve Dangle on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Actually, I can't believe it. I can read this on air. So this is from a friend of Drew's, a family member, cousin of Drew's, who's a Habs fan. You haven't seen Gooley play enough. He's got Bambi legs. I legit don't think he dives. He actually cannot stay on his feet. I'd prefer if he dove. Watch him. He spends half the game off his feet. I mean, that's what I'd be saying too. Okay, I got to catch up here. Skydane sent 20 SDPN memberships. Merci beaucoup. Francois Labelle sent 5 SDPN memberships. Merci beaucoup. Is it a full moon tonight? This is a weird night of hockey so far. It's unhinged. Name tag. Oh, I already read that one. Rough is going to be rough with the post-game media. Who are the refs? Even I had a hard time. That's from Francois, too. We got a partying pair. I was lied to about playoff hockey. So soft, says Evan Richter. Oh, boy, I need another beer for this one. Show off. A soft penalty is still a penalty. Caulfield with 7 power play points. One in Montreal was a graphic on TV. I didn't see that one. If it being rough again makes you understand why hockey players are so superstitious, Zeus himself needs to smite the hockey gods for helping the Habs. The person who invented the Ferris wheel and the person who invented the merry-go-round never met. They travel in different circles. At least I got that one, eh? I need water. I gotta leave. Skipper Bath, is Carrie Fraser in tonight? Drew, do we have a clip so I can hydrate? Ooh. So this is a clip of us talking about the Carolina Hurricanes sweeping the Philadelphia Flyers and debating which one of these two teams, Montreal or Buffalo, has a better chance to topple the Carolina Hurricanes. Good job, Steve. I know.
Let's talk Carolina, Philadelphia. Carolina did not lose a game in this series, but they did yield a couple of leads. So it was the first time in the play. Philadelphia's claim to fame this playoff run is A, second round, B, they actually had several leads on the Carolina Hurricanes.
Well, Adam, all great empires crumble and fall. The Hurricanes.
Is that truly the end for the Flyers?
No, the Hurricanes are done.
Damn.
It's over.
Freddie Anderson has been the story of the playoffs, along with Logan Stankoven.
Can we talk about the Conn Smythe race between Freddie Anderson and Mitch Marner?
Yeah, Mitch Marner leading the playoffs in scoring, Freddie Anderson in goaltending stats.
Can I just have a moment's peace?
No.
Hell
no. You cannot.
Can I just chill?
You cannot.
Can I have a moment to myself where I'm happy the whole time?
Marner, I think he had the 4 or 5 point game on Friday.
Oh, did he?
And then last night he had another 3.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. He was great. He was phenomenal.
Oh, that's great. Oh, I'm so happy for him. That's great, man.
It was announced today Mark Jankowski, who's been a big part of this Canes run, has signed a 2-year extension, $1.85 million AAV. That's pretty sweet.
I did not know that. For him.
So when this goes to overtime in Game 4, and I had to go back and watch it because I was streaming when it went to overtime, the Carolina Hurricanes just said, okay, you're not going to get another shot in this series.
Yep. And the Flyers went, oh, want to bet? We'll try. Hurricanes said, I bet you will.
They simply can't. So this is the thing. So the Canes said after this series, and I wanted to know what you guys thought from watching them. Like last year, this was a good team that got run over by the Panthers. So did everybody else, right? Yep. And, the one Achilles heel of the Carolina Hurricanes in the playoffs in the last few years has been if they run into a team that drags them into the muck, they can't handle it. Okay? That's the truth.
That team's not always there.
And I don't think it is this year.
It's not.
It's not.
Montreal, there's some tough teams.
Like Montreal, Buffalo are tough teams, but I don't think they're drag you into the muck the way the Panthers would.
Montreal is a really interesting. Both teams in this series, actually, Montreal and Buffalo, I think stylistically are really interesting matchups for Carolina. Oh, I don't know if either gets it done.
Carolina is a boa constrictor, man. They will just really slowly strangle you
because they don't completely dominate you, right? It's just...
Well, they kind of let you think you're in it. And then you look at the score sheet after the game, you're like, how the hell did that happen?
We got outshot 42-15.
Mm-hmm. I felt like we played...
Lost 3-2. Curious. Anyway, let's see what Game 2 has in store. The exact same thing.
Yeah. Now, Jesse, there have been those who have said... and I'm one of them, and you have to state this as a fact, I believe, Carolina's path has been easier than any other team thus far.
Okay.
You got the Canadians the Senators who really underperformed, and Linus Ullmark was unbelievable, and Brady seemed injured.
That series did not go the way anyone thought.
Nobody thought that went that way.
No.
Philadelphia, we could kind of see. Philadelphia was like, well, Philadelphia's a young team, and they're going up against a team that's done this for years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, someone saw it coming.
Oh, Steve Dangle. Steve Dangle saw it coming. So, Jesse, Carolina Hurricanes, if they get into the finals, are they the favorite?
I would think so. Even up against, like, I'm trying to think.
The Avs?
The Avs or the Golden Knights or the Wild. Like, I think right now Carolina is the best team in the playoffs. I don't think there's much argument to be made. And I know people want to denigrate the Sens, but I picked the Sens to win that series for a reason. The last half of the back half of the season, the regular season, the Sens were a really good hockey team. And Linus Ullmark played his ass off. And I think the main thing going with the Hurricanes is that they have a line that's better than any line in hockey. That's Stankoven, Blake, and Hall. And
crazy.
So many years. I know you guys are trying to twist the narrative and saying, oh, the Canes aren't tough and all that. But the main narrative around the Canes is that they have no stars. And every year it's a different excuse for the Hurricanes. It's, they don't have stars. They're not tough. They don't have goaltending. And all of those things are solved because their stars are a second line that's better than anybody's any line in hockey. Nobody's better than those three individuals. So if you're getting star power out of those three guys as a collective, that's solved. As you get the most elite goaltending in the playoffs out of Freddie Anderson, that's solved. And then the toughness, like they were mucking around Ottawa that whole series.
Oh, they wrecked them. Walked them
They
over.
ran their show. I'm not worried about any part of the Hurricanes. And Brind'Amour has them playing a great system, and he has them playing with a great mentality. And if Tom Dundon wants to spend like a couple dollars on Gatorades after the game for the team, maybe that they'll be able to recover for each game after their week off. Maybe they can win the Stanley Cup. But who knows if Tom Dundon will spend that money.
No, he won't.
We'll see.
I love what the Dallas Stars do. Jim Nill got his GM of the Year award. Jeff Merrick once said the real GM of the Year award is the Stanley Cup.
And he's right.
And Eric Tulsky is undisputedly a top 5 GM in the league if they pull this.
Well, because he was the guy that did all the stuff under Waddell too. Don Waddell's biggest strength is hiring people that are smarter than him. That's a great manager. Right. That's why he's in Columbus now, because he's got to turn that franchise around. Eric was the guy doing it, and now Eric is just the guy with the name attached to it.
But he's an interesting GM in that we tend to think of the best GMs as the guys who get the best names.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Oh, I know that guy. I know that guy. Oh, man, he's made this Avengers team. The Hurricanes have assembled this group of dudes like none of us really appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
And they haven't lost a game through 2 rounds, which hasn't been done for quite a while. And to me, that's harder to do. How difficult is it to be like, well, I know that guy's good.
Yep.
I know that guy's good. Everyone knows that guy's good. Everyone knows that guy's good. I think it's harder to be like, yep, most dominant line in these playoffs, Taylor Hall, Jackson Blake, Logan Stankoven. What? Also, our starting goalie, who's the best goalie in these playoffs, is the guy you all thought should be the backup, including me, dude. Like, it's hard. It's hard to do what the Hurricanes have done. I'm so impressed.
So the one thing I want to say about the Canes that I really respect is, you remember a couple years ago, they lose Pesce, Shea, and who else was it that summer? They lost like 3 key guys.
They acquired Walker.
Yeah, they got Walker back that summer.
Pesce,
but
Shea, I can't.
And there was a third guy, and I think it was a forward, and I can't remember who it might have been. But it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
losing Pesce and Shea was enough, right?
It's tough.
And when they did, we came back and said, okay, you got Sean Walker, who was a Flyer, and then signed over there. But what are you going to do? Right? That's a lot of talent walking out the door. They didn't want to overpay for those guys. And what I love about the Hurricanes is that they let those 3 guys walk to free agency, and they're perfectly fine. And have been to the conference finals already since, and are back. They've been to the conference finals now 3 times in 4 years. Like, this is an unbelievably well-run team.
Can I shout out another player?
Sure.
They have a player on their roster who the Leafs played against a lot in the Canada bubble season. And this player was drowning just underwater. Probably in the NHL a little young. And I was just like, it's mean that they're still playing this guy. And the Leafs were running teams over that year. Jalen Chatfield.
Oh, okay.
Because he was with the Canucks.
I can't even remember that.
I remember it because I was like, they should stop playing Jalen Chatfield. Because it's mean. And the player he's turned into with Carolina, I'm so surprised. I'm so stunned. Good for him. And there's another guy who I was going to be like, oh yeah, they've drafted. Oh, they didn't draft him. I don't remember how they got him. But he's turned into a great player for them.
And Keandre Miller is a guy that they shook loose, Jesse. I mean, the Rangers just firing guys out the door needs to be studied because all the guys they were like, fuck you, get out of here, are all still playing.
Yeah, and
Kreider, Trouba, Keandre Miller, who else? Like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, every ex-Rangers is going on to have a great time.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Well, sorry, Jalen Chatfield got into 18 games for the Canucks in the 2020-2021 Canada bubble season. 18 games. He had 1 assist, minus 11 in those 18 games.
Wow.
He just got run over.
But he figured it out.
He figured it out. And by the way, how did they get him? Just signed him. Just signed him. They signed him that summer. They watched him play those awful 18 games and said, yoink. They signed him that summer, and he's been a Hurricane ever since.
Yeah, and since that summer, he's just grown and grown into bigger roles. Like since that summer, he's been a consistent Carolina Hurricane. Since the 22-23 season, playing like 75 plus games or whatever every year. But his minutes have slowly been going up, and now he's just the most steady right hand next to Slavin. And that's just his role, and he's excellent at it.
Even with the Canucks farm team, he played quick math, like 150 AHL games, 2 goals. And the Hurricanes are just like, this guy's awesome. And they locked him up, and now he's over 300 games into his NHL career.
But their decor, like it's such a great mishmash of just collecting talent. Like you have Slavin, who's the best stick in the league, best defensive defenseman, and then you have a guy like Chatfield, and then you have a cast-off like Gostisbehere, who's just like, oh, let's go get this reclamation project to be our 5th defenseman.
He's been reclaimed like 3 times, this guy.
Yeah. And now he's really excelling. Every time he touches the puck, you're like, oh, I see the skill that was there in like the Philadelphia years, but he doesn't ever play those crazy minutes.
That was forever ago.
There's no like big burden on his back.
And he went through Arizona and Detroit, looked good in Detroit for a minute, looked good for Arizona in a minute, but it never fully came together for him. Like his rookie year was awesome. Did he make the All-Star team and stuff? Like he was...
Oh, that I don't remember.
Like he was like really good at the beginning. And then...
I want to say there was like the emoji campaign. Like people just put the ghost emoji and the bear emoji. Yeah. Vote ghost bear.
It reminds me of OEL. Going through that whole thing of his career and then just kind of landing on a really good, competent Florida team that can just place him into the lineup and he wins the Stanley Cup. Like he's a 5th, he's on the 3rd pairing of their defense and he's just solid.
I'll give you something I forgot. This is his 2nd run with the Hurricanes.
The Gostisbehere, is it?
Yeah. In March 2023, traded from the Coyotes to Carolina for a 3rd round pick in 2026. The pick has not been used yet.
Oh, wow.
Because it's 2026. And then he signed with Detroit, and then he signed with Carolina.
Yeah. And then
I completely forgot.
Keandre Miller, who you brought up, that's taking advantage of a New York team that wants to sell everything. And even though he's still a really good defenseman and usable and they don't want to pay him, you can pay him the money because your Carolina, your cap situation's so good. And it's not that much.
Is he making that much?
No, it's $7.5 million. They don't want to give him that over 8 years.
Traded from the New York Rangers to Carolina for Scott Morrow, a 1st round pick in 26 and a 2nd round pick in 26.
And Scott Morrow's probably so sad about that. He's probably like, because he played a pretty good like depth role for Carolina last year. Now he's
too bad.
And
this, now that they're in the conference final, if I'm not mistaken, this pick is guaranteed to be either 32nd, 31st, 30th, or 29th.
Yeah.
And then Sean Walker is an ex-King who was bounced around to the Flyers and the Avs and then lands in Carolina and is playing with Miller, and they're solid.
I'm pretty sure Sean Walker was somebody that the Flyers tried to sell at the deadline, but then the price was too high, and then he just walked in free agency. I'm pretty sure. Is that not what happened?
They just didn't do anything with
March 2024, traded from the Philadelphia Flyers with a 5th-round pick in 2026 to Colorado.
He played for Colorado.
For Ryan Johansson and a conditional 1st-round pick in 2025. And that 1st-round pick is Bill Zonin, who's a Penguins draft pick. So there must have been a trade there.
Huh.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have been this year's Penguins Avs trade with Kulak because that's Bill Zonin's already been drafted and he was drafted by the Pens.
And then it just says signed by Carolina.
Interesting. Wow.
These guys, they're vultures.
Yeah, Eric Kelsey's a genius.
Hey, did you like the thing you just watched?
Was it hilarious?
Was it informative?
Was it me losing my... I don't know what that period was. I got no idea. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Habs somehow up 2-1 after all that. Carolina Misfits, can they go 16-0? I can guarantee you they're not going to go 16-0. They might win it. They probably mop Colorado, right, Drew? Like, what do you think? Are you scared of the Hurricanes? Is there any... Wow. Drew said he's more scared of Minnesota coming back in this series than he is of Carolina. That's crazy. You guys going to cover the report that Bouchard played with a concussion next to SDP? That's a horrendous look for Edmonton and the league if it's true. I'll ask Adam. I did see that. Here's my problem. I'm always like, we should talk about that. And if I don't write it down, we're not doing it because I'm not smart enough to remember it. But yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. Thoughts on Chicago going hard for Nyes? TMI. Oh, yeah. I mean, what kind of package would they offer? Wait, no. Listen, Chicago's got a lot of prospects, but can I be radical for a second? Keep Matthew Nyes. But enough about that guy. He plays for the Loafs, am I right? My fellow Sabres and Habs fans. Choo-choo and all that. Puck is about to be dropped for the second period where the Habs somehow, some way have a 2-1 lead here in Game 4. Puck is dropped. Sabres win that one. And they will dump it down the ice. Wow, the Platinums are near empty. Everyone getting back to their seat. They probably took a nap in the concourse because it's so late. They just set up a bunch of cots. Suzuki to Dobson. Gain C, did not gain center. Oh, no icing. To the point. Dobson. That's deflected. High slot. Hudson can't catch up to that. No, boy, this is going to be a partial odd man rush for Buffalo. Never mind. They're going to go off to change. Josh Doan, though. Cleared away by Dobson. Straight back to Josh Doan in front. Slavkovsky receives it. Caulfield dumps it, and he'll go off for a change. Byram. Owen Power dumps it. Matheson. Hard around, a little too hard. Sabres center it, but not on target. And the target was Thompson, who's bullying Texier. He takes it, can't center it. Krebs. Tuck. Tucks look good tonight. Thompson on from distance. That doesn't hit its target. Carrier. Here come the Habs 3-on-2. Pass. That pass is off target. Dano. Anderson. Texier. To the point. Matheson. Walking the line. Dumps it into the corner. Texier. Nope. That was Gooley. Oh, and a high stick is going to go against Buffalo. And the Habs still have the puck, so they're going to pull Dobish and have the extra attacker. It's Suzuki. Texier. Suzuki. Gooley's in the high slot. Texier. Jackeye. This probably isn't the group of 6 the Habs would like to have out there. Suzuki. Loud Luukkonen chance. Suzuki can't get cross ice. Tuck broke that up, but there it is. Now he touches it. 17:37 to go in the second. Buffalo is going to head right back to the penalty kill. Man, the way this game began, it looked like they were going to let stuff go tonight, and that's just not how it's worked out at all. Bowen Byram. Yeah, it's a high stick on Josh Anderson. And here we go. Lindy Ruff looks not happy. Hot take, he looks not happy. Opening draw of this power play, Habs win it back to Hudson, Caulfield, Hudson, Demidov. A lot of passing. Sabres broke that up. Oh, Hudson just holds the line. Demidov, slick pass to Suzuki. Demidov, down low to Slav. Slav is bodied. Can the Sabres clear it? They do. And that's a quarter of the penalty gone as Dobish plays it to Hudson. Hudson taking it himself. Loses the puck, though, but a teammate recovers it. That was Slav. Suzuki, what a move! Cross ice, Caulfield! Robbed by Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen with the elbow. Puck hard around. Habs cannot hold the zone. They got to go get it. That was a great chance. Hudson. Suzuki gains. Demidov, oh, very close to offside there. Demidov can't get it across to Caulfield. Slav, Hudson, Demidov. Hudson, Slav, Caulfield! What a stop from Luukkonen. Caulfield is getting his looks all right, but those were 2 incredible saves from Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. We talked about mixing in a save. Luukkonen mixed in 2 really good ones there. That first one was good. Showing the second one right now. Second one might be better. Wow. 16-16 to go in the second. Make a wish. 5 shots for Caulfield. On! Deflected! Stopped by Luukkonen. Tuck gets rid of it. 30 seconds to go in this power play. What happens with the rest of this thing? Dobson. Plays it back. This is Doc. Bullduk. Cross ice. Wow, very fortunate pass for the Habs. New hook. Texier. Doc. Can't settle it down. Bullduk. Lets it go. Texier lets it go. Matheson. They're just cycling the thing. Dobson on. That's in the corner. Penalty has expired. Samuelson gains center and dumps it. Sabres once had a stranglehold in this game, and then some stuff happened. They're going to look to reclaim control of this game. Sedin Magic, remember those saves if the Sabres tie it. Love a good remember that save. Intercepted by Power, well offside. 15:05 to go in the second. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. From a reliable Habs fan friend of mine, Caulfield's goal was the first one where he looked like himself. And since then, he's had 2 incredible scoring chances. He's got 5 shots. 5 minutes gone in the second period here. Sabres dump it deep. Matheson's got pressure on him. Tries to get it up the boards to Demidov. Can't get it out, though. Battle for it. Hellenis. Cross ice. On. Dobish. Oh, he had his back to the puck. Where is it? It's under Dobish. How didn't that go in? Simply incredible. He had his back to the puck. 14:37 to go in the second. Let's see what the hell happened here. Oh, that was such a great slap shot into a pass there. Or fake slap shot, I should say. Slap pass, I know. Shut up, Drew. This is hard. You do it. Quinn. I think Quinn just shoots it into the inside of Dobis's foot. He was trying to bank it. 78 Conjo. I know this isn't about the game. First pick for Jason Robertson. Thoughts? Could be win-win for both teams. Also looking forward to either team versus the Canes. No. Jason Robertson's incredible, but no. Like, you realize part of the benefit of getting a first overall pick is the 3 years of their ELC where they make like no money. Anderson plays it back to Carrier. A lot of people don't realize that. Like, they don't take it into account, which is fine. You're just thinking about how good the player is, how many points. Yeah. Also, you get to pay them like nothing for like 3 years, and that's going to be a high stick against Montreal on Rasmus Dahlin. So the Sabres will head to the power play, and this is probably going to be for 4. Oh, he's bleeding quite a bit. Nick Robertson to the Stars. Now that makes more sense than Jason coming to Toronto. Double minor on Alexander Carrier as well. That is a tough loss for Montreal. Okay, odd question. Dahlin's getting ready to go out on the power play. Is he not supposed to sit out the start of the power play? He is, yeah. I think they're telling him that now. He is, though. He's actively bleeding. We just saw him. All right. They're letting him. Inside your mouth doesn't count? That's Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's what? It's inside me. That's where the blood's supposed to be. That was Brooklyn Nine-Nine, right? About the internal bleeding? Well, it's, blood's inside me. That's where it's supposed to be. Oh, Dahlin's not able to stay. Can they make a decision here? Sorry, Newhook is the first Canadiens player to have 5 goals in 3 games since Yvonne Lambert in 1980. That's insane. Byram going out for Dahlin, which I'm sure this is going to be quick. Unless it's not. I mean, it's 4 minutes. Habs win it back. Newhook dumps it. Byram went and got the puck. He's staying on. Sabres go offside, and Dahlin's like already coming over the boards here. Craig Simpson's confused on the broadcast about what Byram was thinking. He's kind of getting dressed down a little bit here. Should he get 2 minutes for whining? He whined a lot more earlier in the game. Now Dahlin has it at center ice. Getting booed. Breathing it in, holding on to the puck. Plays it back. Tage Thompson gains the zone, but that pass is out of reach of Benson. That goes out of play, but I believe it'll be a deflection. Who the hell runs the music in Le Centre Bell? We talked about this last stream. Like, they just have more fun. $13:25 to go in the second. 3:22 to go in the Sabres power play. One back by Matheson and sent out. Not by much, but out. And then Newhook bodies Quinn off the puck. And they send it even deeper. Dahlin might not come off for this whole power play. After the way it started. Tage dumps it. What? He scores! What just happened? Did that go off the stanchion and in? How did that happen? This game's unhinged. Oh, baby. So the Sabres score here. A minute, 3 seconds into the double minor. They're going to stay on the power play. This could be a massive swing in this game. Thompson, this is a dump in. Oh my gosh. It comes from behind Dobish, flipping through the air, hits him in the pad, and it's in. Oh my goodness. Carson CWC says it best. NHL 26 ass goal. You say ass. Byram plays it back. So it's 2-2, and now Buffalo has a chance to make it 3-2. Just like that. Tuck. McLeod. Byram. Giggling Cat says, bravo. Byram. On. Stopped. Habs clear it. What a dumb game. What a fun game. Byram. Norris. McLeod. Great entry. Tuck! Stop by Dobish. Matheson off the boards. Not out. Byram holds it. Habs bulldog it across the line. Dano chasing his man. He wants to change. How's the thumb? And glad to see Jesse is okay. Thumb's fine. It's recovering. Same with Jesse. Tuck plays it back to Byram. Quinn being shadowed by Newhook. Byram. Quinn. Oh, Norris. That was good. But he couldn't handle the pass, and Evans feathers it into the Sabres' end. As a good Canadian man once said, that's a dang it. You could give him 1,000 more tries and he'd never be able to do that again. That's Tage Thompson. I don't think he needs 1,000. Here's Tage. What a move! Oh my goodness. Benson had it labeled and he missed wide. Habs clear it. Goal scores goal. Was that a dang it or a hat pick? Yes. That's the kind of thing I would have told Drew. I'm like, you know what? We need to have it on both. No, that's a dang it. That's a dang it. Pure dang it. Goal scores goal. Less than 1/3 of y'all have clicked like. Shame on you. Says Giggling Cat. And she's right. Click like. Oh, it almost happened again. They almost banked it in again. Penalty's over, but the Sabres still pressuring. Power. That goes wide. Doc. Can't clear it. But he's going to play it around to Hudson. Back to Doc. Well, I don't know about that choice. Back to Habs clear it. Carrier and Hudson. And they're going to switch off as Veleno is the lone man on the forecheck now. And it works! Keeps it alive. Fighting for it. Trying to get it to Josh Anderson. Greenway. Bolduc. Oh, almost got it to Anderson. That would have been a great chance there. It's Jack Eye at the point. He keeps it alive. Interference, not called. The audience doesn't like that very much. McLeod, Malenstein from distance. That's off target. Jack Eye trying to knock Power down. A lot of ref, you suck. I know there's a lot of Sabres fans watching this at home losing their minds at that reaction. What do you mean? Slav gets it to center, and Veleno cycles it. Bolduc gives a pretty healthy cross check to Timmins on his way off. Timmins up the ice. 9:20 to go in the second. Dobish out of his net to play it. Steve Dangle here on the STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Cross ice. Slav shot! Stopped by Luukkonen. 9:07 to go in the second. JG Parsons, dearest Steve from the Monday podcast. A Hadouken is a fireball, which I understand is legal this far in the playoffs. You mean sure you can? Well, no. The Shoryuken is also legal in the playoffs. Because if a player asks, hey, can I do this? The ref responds, sure you can. Please clap. For Drew, if Vegas play and beat the Avs, you buy a Marner jersey. Okay, here's why I hate that. Drew can agree to that if he wants. What are you going to do if you're wrong? That's what Drew wants to know. Drew's like, I have to spend $250 on a Marner jersey. What do you have to do? As a Bolts fan, I believe in karma now. Sorry, Dobish. Sheesh kabibbles. What a friggin' game. Is that the luckiest goal I've seen these playoffs? It has to be. Whoa, Dan Patrick says 100 STPN subs. So Steve's paying for your jersey is what you're saying. $400 worth of subs. I mean, the jersey is going to be like $400. Oh, I paid tariffs for the first time recently. Like, I'm sure it's not the first time, but it was the first time I was directly told, hey, you're paying tariffs. Because I was sending a gift to a friend in the States. Would I have to pay a tariff on this Marner jersey is my question. Into the glove of Luukkonen. 9:01 to go in the second. In an alternate timeline, that goal's in Game 7 OT. Francois Labelle says Buffalo in 7 years. Okay, as a Leafs fan, I sign up for that reality. Jake Costello, Bob Ogden jersey would be cheaper. I don't think it would. And Buffalo, Dahlin's about to get called again. And boy, he's milking it. Dobson, Habs, extra attacker. Suzuki, fighting for it. Caulfield trying to get it to, they're going to blow it dead. 8:39 to go in the second. Dahlin in a rotten mood tonight. Let's see what he did. Oh, well, yeah. He like body slammed Cole Caulfield into the post. Yeah. Yeah. So they're playing a pack right now on the broadcast of the Sabres being undisciplined. And here's what's interesting. You have a lot of teams in these playoffs that don't have a ton of playoff experience, and that's a good thing. It's an exciting thing, but I think if you're wondering, hey, are there more power plays in these playoffs? I think that's part of the reason why. Caulfield, what a move! Holy cow, I wasn't prepared for that. Sabres get it back, and they clear it to the neutral zone. Don't buy a Marner jersey. You'll put too much pressure on him, the Toronto media, et cetera, et cetera. Cole Caulfield. Oh, what a move from Timmins. Oh, it hits the linesman. Demidov. Oh, if this goes in, the Sabres are going to scream bloody murder. Slav. They were clearing the puck. It hit the linesman. Was it the linesman or the ref? In front. Oh, they send it just wide. I think it was the ref, actually. Hudson has it, so it doesn't matter anymore. Slav. Chips it in for himself, going in against Connor Timmins. Caulfield plays it back to the point. Demidov. On. Deflected. There's a rebound. Oh, Caulfield almost had that. 53 seconds to go. 7:30 to go in the second. Suzuki. Hudson. Demidov. Down low. Slav. Trying to find Caulfield. Find Suzuki. Oh! Went back to Slav. Almost banked in. Oh my goodness. What a pass, Doc. Oh. Bolduc lets it go. And the Sabres clear it. 22 seconds to go on this power play. 7 minutes to go in the second. Dobson. Doc. Hands it off. New hook. Dobson. Shot. Rebound. Stopped by Luukkonen. 6:44 to go in the second. 6 seconds to go on this power play. YanniAir.com. What did you mean when you said him being good now does not erase a decade of not being good? Marner. Okay. Remind me to talk about this at intermission briefly. Are these last 7 minutes going to take 15 minutes again? Yeah, probably. 6:44 to go in the second. Sabres win that draw. They should get it down the ice, and they do, and that'll do it. That penalty's killed. Evans. He's out there with Texier. Shen. Pressured by Newhook. Not going to lie, fellas. Shen's not having a great game. Sabres in the neutral zone. Try to dump it. Doesn't work. Thompson, great job not going offside, though. Oh, and he plays it out. And for a brief moment, Habs fans were like, power play. Nope. He was on the offensive side of the neutral zone. Remind me to talk about what did you mean by that, please? What did you mean by that? What are we doing here? What's going on? Oh, okay. We're in TV timeout, so I'll just do it now. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Marner wasn't very good in the playoff moments that mattered most, which is games 5, 6, and 7 of the vast majority of nearly all playoff series that he participated in a Leafs uniform. I'm not trying to be rude to you directly, but some of the stuff that I've seen since that episode was posted, this is why I say the line that I say that sounds arrogant, but it is simply my way of finding peace. I'm not repeating myself. I was right the first time. If you're still asking what everyone's problem was, you weren't paying attention. If you don't understand why someone had the audacity to be like, yeah, but here's all his playoff points. Check and mate, Leafs losers. And I'm like, Okay. Okay. Like you're just showing up to an intermediate class with no prior knowledge whatsoever and expecting us to teach down to you. No, there's a prerequisite here. This story's been going on for too long for you to be like, hey, what's everyone talking about? You're butting into the middle of a conversation that's been happening for 6 years. And at some point, I can't start this from scratch every time. I won't do it. I have one life, and I'm not going to spend it having the same argument from scratch over and over and over again. He can win the cup and the Conn Smythe this year, and I could still sleep at night with what I said about Marner and his time in Toronto. Had a few people like, why are you talking about this? Because everyone's talking about it. Holy anyway, game's back. Habs. Oh yeah, we have trivia at second intermission, by the way. And the prize, a Gritty figurine. I don't care who you cheer for, unless it's maybe Pittsburgh. You probably want a Gritty figurine. Even if you do cheer for Pittsburgh, you're probably cool with setting it on fire. Drew said, what do you think of the Blue Jackets giving Coyle a 6-year deal? What was it, 6 times 6? I didn't know about the full no move until you said it. Yeah, that's insane. 6 is going to be like third line center money pretty soon. But to me, that just says Columbus is paying a premium because they know they have a hard time retaining players. That's crazy. Oh, Dahlin. Is Dahlin hurt? I think he lost his helmet there. Under 5.5 to go in the second here. And again, Yanni, I'm not having to go at you. I just the narrative is exhausting. It's exhausting. And you get the same snooty comments. Oh, well, but nope, we already went over that. You're behind. Well, what about already went over that? You're behind. I'm not doing it again. You know, people keep saying the internet is forever. Great. Well, we've talked about this before. Go watch the Forever because we did it for 5, 6, 7 years. Oh, they won't shut up about it. By everyone's own admission, we won't shut up about it. So go back to all the times we didn't shut up about it. Benson, fans on that. Habs turn it back the other way. Suzuki. Slavkovsky. Shot. Stop by Luukkonen. Rebound. Pops into the glove of Luukkonen. That was Caulfield. It just bounced into his glove. You should switch to the Habs. Less painful. Sedin Magic. I remember when 6 million was first line money. Oh, I know. As we go to commercial break, Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. Who hurt you? The internet. What? And the Leafs. Yanni, thanks, Steve. It wasn't a loaded question. Liked your answer. I never saw him as a problem, but I totally missed his absence on those deciding games. That's it, isn't it? Great players stunk when they needed them the most. That beginning, middle, end. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, he was great in those games? Show your work. I can't do this until the day that I die. Can JC Van Dam beat Jean-Claude Van Damme beat Gritty like he did Icy? Is it Icy? I thought it was Iceberg. The old Penguins mascot. That's what it looks like. No, I think Gritty probably beats his ass. Captain Sauce in the chat. Glad to see you, says Francois Labelle. Iceberg. What did I call him? It is Iceberg. It's still Iceberg. That's a good career. Who has the longest mascot Iron Man streak? There's what I want to know. We got the wave going on in Montreal in a tied playoff game. These fans are on one. Uh-oh. This is a very late penalty call. Oh boy, if I'm the Sabres, I have a problem with this because Evans got hit. I think he got hit on a follow through, to be honest. So this is off the face-off. Oh, no, that's not a follow through. He just high sticks him. No, that should just be 2 minutes. No, Evans is right. They didn't see it. Love the line about your ex cooking for their rebound. Helps me emphasize. You guys nailed it with the Matthews Sundin discussion yesterday. We know. Thank you. Mitchkov skipped 3 questions in his exit interview. Oh boy. Okay. I will say this. We do have to talk about this game. The Mitchkov stuff is weird. People have a real problem with this kid. Probably Harvey from the Flames is the oldest. True. Does UP with the Habs and Expos count? Now there's a fascinating question. Habs coming out of their own zone. That's Lane Hudson. I know that head bob anywhere. Habs finally catching up in shots. It's still 17-15 Buffalo. This is a 2-on-1 for Buffalo. Here they come. Zucker can't receive the pass. That was a golden opportunity. Under 4 minutes to go in the second here. Newhook hands it off for Evans. Newhook. Evans! Oh, Evans! Ah! It's still loose in the high slot. Carrier jumps in. He loses his stick. Charges at the puck and boots it to Evans. Caulfield to the point. It's Gooley. Gooley. He falls. Slavkovsky can't receive it in his feet. Now he has it. And he's picked off by Zucker and has to go chase it. Slav. He loses the puck. In front. Shot. That goes wide. Suzuki. Slavkovsky's got Caulfield in front. There's a stick flying all over the place. I think it's Hellenius doesn't have a... No, one of the other Sabres doesn't have a stick. Slav. Suzuki. So many players are down on the ice right now. And the Sabres finally get rid of it, but is this icing? It is not. Dobish out of the net to play it. Dobish. That puck rolls the wrong way. He puts it in his own net. 2:30 to go in the second. Carrier. Gooley. Gains center and dumps. Luukkonen. Out of his net. That's a stop. Matheson. Holy cow. Bedlam in game 4 as the puck goes out of play. 2:13 to go in the second. Yes, it was Iceberg. I highly recommend that movie, Sudden Death, as an Edibles and Friends night. They have real players playing different real players. I only remember Chris Chelios. What? Sudden Death movie. 1995. I would have thought earlier than that. The 90s, man. 90s were awesome for stupid cinema. Evans is not happy on the Habs bench. Habs win that draw. Matheson. Oh, what a move at the blue line. Matheson stopped by Luukkonen. And this is going to be quite the foot race here. Oh, Dobson gets to that in time for it to be icing. 1:56 to go in the second. That was crazy from Mike Matheson. What a career he's had. Remember that wacky contract he signed? 8 years. I don't even remember where he signed it. Florida? Heather the Avs fan. Love you, Steve. I get it. The real ones do. Mwah. We love you, Heather the Avs fan. Dobson. In deep. Anderson plays it. Texier. Dano. Habs moving it very well. Dobson on! Stop by Luukkonen. There's a penalty coming to Buffalo. Is this Dahlin again? Oh, it's Byram. So they have similar hair. They both have salad. Texier slow to get up here. 4 minutes on Byram again? He got 4 last time, didn't he? Oh, Dahlin got the 4. Uh-oh, Byram, you're going to have to change your jersey number, bud. Oh, boy, yeah, Texier's bleeding pretty good. Oi! Yeah, there's nothing you can do. He thought about arguing, but he didn't. Justin is swearing at me in text. I got it. Human Notes 86. Welcome to SDP VIP ad free. And Dan Patrick, I foresee Vegas, Carolina for Cup final. Conn Smythe winners Marner and Anderson. They split it. So this is clever. Luukkonen is getting his mask looked at. But Habs fans going nuts anyway. Second intermission, trivia. You can win a gritty McFarlane Toys figurine. It looks really cool. Giggling Cat, it's such a great, stupid movie. If you get bored, you can A, watch scenes out of order, B, take a nap, C, just skip the hockey parts. Ian Moran made me think I didn't know who Chris Chelios was. Ian Moran. That's a name. Regarding Coyle, Puckpedia has him listed as a third C. So Don is ahead of the curve on 34-year-old Coyle coming off 58 points. Luukkonen going back to his net. So the Sabres, unless the Habs score 2 very fast goals, the Sabres will begin the third period down a man. Whether they start down a goal is up to them. Habs win that draw. Hudson, Slafkovsky, back to Hudson, high up at the point. Suzuki, down low to Caulfield. Rather, the opposite. It's Suzuki with it now. Slafkovsky. Can't get it to Demidov. Demidov. Hudson. Minute 11 to go. Hudson. Slav. Down low! That was Demidov across the goal mouth. Caulfield. Greenway knocks down Slav. Caulfield. Hudson. Walking the blue line under a minute now. Caulfield shoots. That was deflected, but it goes off target. Oh, Hudson with a great keep. Keeps it going. Slav. Skating away from trouble. Can't get it across to Demidov. Demidov. Bouncing pass. Loses the zone. Now here comes Hudson with speed. Trying to take advantage of the Sabres changing lines. It might work. Suzuki. Caulfield. Suzuki. No one in the front. No one net front. Demidov. Suzuki. Caulfield. To the point. Hudson. Slav wants it. Slav gets it. It's wide. He shatters his stick. Timmins clears it. 10 seconds to go in the second. Dobish. Hudson. Do they have time? He shoots, but it's blocked. Wow. 2-2 after 2, and the Montreal Canadiens will begin the third period with 2 minutes and 31 seconds of power play time. Unhinged hockey game. Steve Dangle here on the STPN YouTube channel, click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. And I guess you have been clicking like because Giggling Cat just sent 20 SDPN memberships. Love that. Let's go. Choo choo. Woo! Holy cow. Trivia! Don't friggin' go anywhere! You piece of crap. No, don't go anywhere because we're about to do trivia that Justin Fisher worked really hard on. Yep. He worked incredibly hard on it. He worked so hard on it. It's crazy. Tonight's top prize, a gritty Philadelphia Flyers figure from McFarlane. Second and third place, an SDPN and Spark mini stick. Everyone else gets a 15% discount code for the SDPN shop. The discount codes are back. Be sure to tell Justin Fisher how good he is at coming up with trivia. He's so good. He's so good at what he does. Everyone roast him for being a Marner defender. Is Justin a Marner defender? He is? Oh, so there was a tweet that went viral today, and I'm like, do I respond to this? And I didn't because I was like, okay. So someone was like, I can't believe Adam said the Suzuki AI thing from last broadcast was a big deal. What a stupid take. And I'm reading the tweet and I'm like, I was sitting next to him. I don't remember him saying that. He was the opposite? Oh, Drew, so you know what I'm talking about? You clipped it. People are overreacting was his point. Oh, so Adam did say it. Oh. I disagree. So this is why I didn't respond because I'm like, I was in the room. I'm not going to be like, hey, he didn't say that. Imagine how stupid I would look if I was like, he didn't say that. And it turns out he did. But the crux of the segment was, why was this used on air? Also, people can overreact and still be somewhat right. You can overreact for the right reasons. But also, like, we all lived. I don't know. I think it's gross. Let's move past it. Let's do trivia. Let's win prizes. SDPN Spark. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, I have to mute the. What was the name of Montreal's short-lived unofficial second mascot? UP, Metal, Viking, Gritty. Wasn't too short-lived. We saw him last game. The correct answer is Metal. Metal was a heavy metal-themed rocker mascot introduced briefly in 2022 to promote the Canadiens' powder blue retro reverse jerseys. Do not remember that at all. Buffalo Sabres mascot Billy Buffalo, an 8-foot-tall blue American buffalo, was introduced in 2000. True or false? Drew thought it was going to be, oh, he was actually 7'3". No, Drew, the answer is false because Billy Buffalo is the Buffalo Bills mascot, and I can't believe you don't know that. You thought he was both? I don't know, man. The Sabres mascot is Sabretooth. Oh, no, he's not everyone's mascot. Let's go to number 3. Which NHL team was the first to introduce a team mascot? The Flames, the Blackhawks, the Bruins, the Maple Leafs. The year was 1983. I'll give you that. Calgary is the answer. Calgary's Harvey the Hound was the league's first mascot. And then Craig McTavish yanked out its tongue. Only 26% got that. I'm surprised. You didn't know that? I didn't know it, but that was my guess. He's the oldest one I can remember. How many NHL teams used a polar bear as their mascot or use a polar bear as their mascot? None, 1, 2, 4. Justin, you're such a piece of crap. 1, 2, 4. The answer's 2. Carlton the Bear of Toronto and Louis of the St. Louis Blues. They're both polar bears. Justin's so good at this. I know. St. Louis copiers, biters. What kind of creature is Chance, the Vegas Golden Knights mascot? A thorny devil, a western diamondback, a common chuckwalla, oh dear, and a Gila monster. I'm not repeating that. The correct answer is a Gila monster. It's a large venomous lizard that spends 90% of its lifetime underground, sitting in a tiny chair. Colorado's mascot, Bernie, is an anthropomorphic St. Bernard who debuted with the Avalanche in 1995. True or false? False. Colorado's original mascot was a Yeti named Howler. He was retired in 2001 after being involved in a physical altercation with a fan. I think we talked about that on SCP. Was that SCP or VIP? I don't remember. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Go to the next one. What was the name of Columbus's second mascot introduced in 2010? Cannon, Blue Jack, Boomer, or Columbo? The answer is Cuck the Bear, or whatever I called it. Sorry. The answer is Boomer. Boomer's anthropomorphic Civil War era cannon. He was retired after a few weeks for looking too phallic. And this last one is great. The Pittsburgh Penguins mascot, Iceberg, fought in which action movie star in 1995's Sudden Death? Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Chuck Norris, Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's Jean-Claude Van Damme. And you should know that because I told you. That's why Justin yelled at me. He was very upset. That was why, yes. Yeah. The winner is Rachel. You are the winner of the most unhinged trivia that we've ever done. You win a gritty figurine courtesy of McFarlane Toys. E_, your second, and Brienne might just be Brienne. You win a Spark and SDP mini stick. The rest of you get 15% off at the SDPN store, where you can buy a branded cuck chair. We don't have those. We don't have those. New hockey fan, new Ducks fan, new to the channel. Love the content. Still, didn't realize Toronto fans had such emotional trauma. Oh, you have no idea, Drew. What are we throwing to? Can we just throw to the segment we just did? No. I was. What's the clip? No, don't worry. It's the Marner segment. Play it. Justin says Cuckwalla. Here's Marner.
Can we ask Steve about the most important thing to come out of the Vegas series?
All right, fine.
Do it.
Mitch Marner.
Well, yeah, the thing everyone wants to talk about, Toronto.
All right, so this is John Tortorella. Matt, you can't play the video, but we can listen to this audio. John Tortorella with a message to Mitch Marner playoff doubters from Vince on Twitter.
You guys don't see the stuff he does. People here, people in Toronto, all the people that talk about this guy, they don't see any of the things that he brings to a game, even if he doesn't score a goal. I've known that coaching against him. So that narrative is a bunch of bullshit. And like I said last night, Mitch doesn't care. Mitch is a pro. He's a terrific player, one of the top players in this league, and he plays for us.
I don't blame him for saying a single word of that because it's all been true in these playoffs.
Yeah. Mitch cares with the force of 1,000 suns.
Oh my God.
He cares. Everyone around him cares with the weight of the universe behind them.
He cares so much he might as well be gummy bears.
Holy shit, does he care with just a fireball's worth of care?
Can I be honest,
also, did John coach him in 17? No.
No.
Did he coach him in 18?
No.
No. Did he coach him in 19?
No.
No. Did he coach him in 20?
Coached against him.
Oh, good for him. Who fucking won? Did he coach
John
him in
did.
21?
No.
Did he coach him in 22?
No.
Did he coach him in 23?
No.
Did he coach him in 24?
No.
Did he coach him in 25?
No.
Then shut the fuck up in 2026.
You know the thing that
What are
bothers
you
me?
talking about?
I don't mind Tort saying that. I don't mind that.
No,
Mitch
it's
has had
his
a good
guy
playoff.
now.
It's his guy, and he should. And you got to be rah-rah your guys. I think we all sort of knew that the spotlight of Toronto just wore on him. And you're seeing
It's okay.
and that's okay. Not everybody can do it. He goes to Vegas. He's one of the guys there. He's not really wearing a letter. I'm not saying he's not a leader, but he's not wearing a letter. He's not one of the whatever. He's one of the higher paid players on the team. I'm sure he will wear a letter eventually. But some guys are just not cut for it. And that's okay. And look at him, and I wish him well. You know, the thing about it is for me, what bothers me is as a Toronto fan, like I guess they're not expecting Toronto fans to watch a lot of this game, but ESPN cannot stop bringing up the Toronto Maple Leafs. And that's the part, like, I don't care about John being asked that question. I don't care about John's answer, and I'm happy for Mitch. But I'm looking, I'm like, guys, there's other things here. There's other things to talk about.
It's always shut the fuck up about Marner until things are going your way.
Right.
It's always shut up about
But that's
Marner
not
until
Mitch,
things
though.
are going the way that you want them to go.
And that's not Mitch. That's the ESPN broadcast.
Yeah. No, but like I'm also talking about like people going because there is an online component of people piling on.
Course.
And I don't feel the need to repeat myself. I was right the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I was
And
right.
if things change in Vegas, then they change. But the results were the results in Toronto. The results will be the results in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm not insecure in my opinion. I was right the whole time. It's you and your insecurities that feel the need to bring this up all the time. Him being good now does not erase a decade of not being good.
And I'll say this. The one thing...
It's insane and beneath all of us that I need to say that.
That's why the Torts quote does bother me, because it's so absurd in the thinking. Like, he brought up Toronto there. He says
Yes,
Toronto.
he did. Yeah.
He didn't have to name Toronto or anything.
But he
just
knew
said,
that Mitch was going to love that. And his camp was going to love that. I get that.
John Tortorella
I
is the
get
I didn't do it kid if he got old.
Now, let me say
Say
this.
wuzzle wuzzle there, John. Shut up.
The thing about Mitch is we did see all that. And when it disappeared, that's when the criticism came, right? And that was fair criticism. Now, not all of the criticism was fair. Some people took it a little too far.
Sure.
But we knew what he was capable of. So when he didn't do it, it kind of stood out. And so John's like, oh, you didn't see John. I guarantee you I've watched more Leafs games than you.
Yeah.
I guarantee you I saw. I guarantee you I know and could see the Mitch Marner at his best. You know, remember the beginning of the Tampa series in a couple of years ago? Where he
23.
where he had like 7 points or something like that in the
was
first
very
few
good.
games. I was like, hey, there he is. He's arrived.
Yeah.
And then it tailed off at the end,
Okay.
and that's the thing.
So Marner scored a hat trick the other day.
Yep.
Did anyone else see the word first in front of it?
Mm-hmm.
That means it was the first one. That means he didn't do it other times.
Yeah.
But it's
that
our
means
fault.
he never did it here. Are you an asshole? You don't understand that?
Anyway,
It's always shut up about Marner until he's doing the stuff that you want him to do, and that's fine.
I wish him the best, because if you don't
Go be weird elsewhere.
if you don't want to be here, because it is different playing in Toronto. If you don't want to be here, if you don't want to play like that here, and we'll talk about Matthews in a second, then good. Then you shouldn't be here.
Yes, and the narrative post Marner is that the Leafs got rid of him and ran him out of town.
The Leafs offered him $13 million, man.
They were
per
trying
season.
up until the very last moment to keep him.
Yes, they were.
I know it ended up being a trade, but he had the ability to leave, and he chose to leave at the end of his contract, and they got a sign and trade done with Vegas. And retroactively, everybody keeps talking like the Leafs wanted him to leave and that the fans are happy this thing ended, when they were still trying to keep the band together until that very moment they made that trade and he committed to Vegas.
One day, I will not be completely exhausted.
No, you
A is not.
Yeah.
No, you
also, every time Mitch scores, it means Toronto retroactively gets goals from back then when he didn't score.
Oh,
goals.
great.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
We're getting a lot of retroactive victories here because that means we all won all those games.
That's
know?
great.
That's how it
I would
works.
love to Rick and Morty the timeline where the puck never goes over the glass in Game 6 against Montreal.
No, if Vegas
Yeah.
wins the cup, Toronto actually gets a cup in 2019.
In 2024, in Game 7 against Boston, he actually shoots the fucking puck, and maybe it wouldn't have said first in front of Hat-Trick when he did it a couple days ago.
He did have one last night too, where he's right in front of the net and passes, and I was like, "There's the guy." I said it on the thing. I was like, "Ah!" And had the play worked, it would have been the most beautiful highlight of last night, but it didn't. He was right in front of the net. Shoot it! Hey, did you like the thing you just watched?
Was it hilarious?
Was it informative?
Was it me losing? Steve Dangle here, just doing my best on the STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. And I mean tell all your friends. All right? Do it. Don't be a sorry. I dare you to tell Torts to shut the F up in 2026 right to his face. John Tortorella is 67. Now, there's photos of him not 67. I'm not fighting that guy. He's 5'8"? No. His final year of hockey in the ACHL, I don't even know what that is, with the Virginia Lancers. This is unhinged. In 60 games, 37 goals, 59 assists, 96 points, 153 PIMs. In his final playoff, 5 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points, 60 penalty minutes. This guy averaged more than 10 penalty minutes a game. That's insane. Puck for the third period is... Ref's milking this. Puck is dropped. Habs come up with the puck off the opening faceoff. So here's the scene. Shots are 18-17 for Montreal. The score is 2-2, and the Habs begin the third period with 2.5 minutes of power play time thanks to a double minor penalty for high sticking against Bowen Byram. 2:10 to go in this power play. Suzuki trying to gain the zone. He does. Demidov, Hudson, Slavkovsky, shot. Oh! That somehow got through Luukkonen. Sabres clear it, and then the Habs lose the zone. All the fans behind the net knew, the Habs didn't, and they go offside there. 1:50 to go in this power play. 19-19 to go in the third period. Make a wish. It was you losing your mind, says Francois Labelle. 60? Did he kill a guy? Oh, the puck just dies behind Luukkonen. 60 penalty minutes in 5 games. Sadly, can't claim gritty since I'm an American. I'm just happy all of my useless mascot knowledge paid off. I'll let Justin handle that. But you are noble. Demidov. Suzuki plays at the Hudson. Cross ice to Demidov. That shot doesn't get through. It's blocked by Power. Suzuki. Cross ice. That Banks shot. Big save from Luukkonen on Demidov. Demidov can't. Oh, he does get it to Hudson. Is there a penalty? Oh, it hit the curved glass. I was like, that wasn't offside, not by a mile. A reminder from the mug that my parents got me. Either you like hockey or you are wrong. Face off outside the Montreal. Nope. Outside the Sabres zone. Malenstein. Suzuki wins that draw. Caulfield. Still a minute 5 to go in Habs power play time. Hudson. He goes down low. Cross ice to Suzuki. How didn't that go in? Did he miss wide? Sabres clear it. Wow. That was a good chance. Hudson. He's behind the Sabres net. Cleaned out. Greenway clears it. Habs getting frustrated here. 35 seconds to go in this power play. What does a mermaid wear to math class? An algae bra. Amazing. Texier. Hard around. Dobson. Keeps it alive as long as he can. Where is it? It's behind the net. Doc loses it. Down the ice. 5 seconds. The Sabres are going to kill off the full double minor, and Byram is going to come out of the box like a bat out of hell. But here comes Doc. He fires it in. Luukkonen saves it. That was a soft one. Duke. Matheson plays it back to Dobson, who flubs it, and he's got to retreat. Habs dump it, as they probably got to change in. And now the Sabres got to find a way to take back momentum here. That's a big kill for them. Bob the Cat sent 10 SDPN memberships. Thank you very much. Peyton Krebs. Philip Danault. Up the ice. Josh Anderson's going to catch up to this. He shoots. Stopped by Luukkonen. There was a juicy rebound, but no one there. Anderson again. Oh, off of Dahlin. And he clears it. It's all the way down the ice, and this is going to be icing against the Buffalo Sabres with 16:36 to go in the third. I need to know the stat here because the Sabres got 12 of the first 15 shots of the game, and the Habs are now out shooting them by a few here. It's funny. I was just thinking Anderson feels like he hasn't had nearly as big an impact on this series as he did in the Tampa one, but he's been heating up throughout the night. 23-17 of the shots. Habs win that offensive zone draw. Gooley, that bounces wide of the net. Elenius cleared out by Carrier. Trying to dig it loose. Krebs, good work. Along the boards, taken down. This is going to be a call on Jake Evans, who has been frustrated with the officiating for quite some time. He'll be going to the box for 2 or less. Sabres with a chance to take the 3-2 lead here as they try to prevent the Montreal Canadiens from taking the 3-1 lead in this series. Freak, if a horse loses its tail, where does it get a new one? The retail store. All of you go to jail. Yeah, that's a pretty clear hold on Evans. Did Krebs sell it? Maybe, but it's a hold. It's a hold. Sabres power play 1 for 3 tonight with 2 shots. It's kind of a crazy stat line. 1 back. Dahlin. Quinn! Stopped by Dobish. And he holds on to the rebound. 16:07 to go in the third. Only 5 seconds in to the Sabres power play. Jack Quinn had his first career playoff goal tonight, and then he didn't. Tage Thompson on the draw against Philip Danault. Danault's 4 for 9 tonight. Thompson 7 for 13. They're kicking Thompson out. Quinn's going to take this. Nope. Doan is going to take this. It was left there at the red dot. Sabres come up with it. Dahlin. Quinn. Dahlin. On. Stopped by Dobish and held on to. 1:44 to go on this power play. 15:57 to go on the third. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Hey, click like. It's easy, takes a second, helps the channel. It's free. That's all I ask. Suzuki wins that back. Carrier is bodied by 2 Sabres. Matheson trying to help him out. It's Benson and Thompson. Carrier just pinning his foot to the boards here. Puck's loose. Played back to the point. Quinn. Dahlin. Thompson. Is Thompson going to lean into one? He almost loses the handle there. He's got Carrier on him. Sabres in front. It's Benson, and he scores! He scores all alone in front on the power play. And less than 5 minutes into the third, the Sabres retake the lead after going down after an insane first period. They had to bide their time. They began the third down a man, but Zach Benson, first round pick from 2023, backhands it past Dobish off the feed from Josh Doan. It's a 3-2 Sabres lead. Giggling Cat says, good job. What do you call a man who likes mushrooms? A fun guy. He scored the goal. By the way, that's just go to jail. He scored the goal, and then he didn't score the goal. Canadian final for the PWHL. MPP again. No way. I don't know why I'm saying no way. Shouldn't be a surprise at this point. Joe Veleno behind the net. The Sabres net. Hudson. Cross ice. Stops and fires that wide. Veleno catches up to it. Keeps it alive only for a moment because Connor Timmins clears it to Hudson. Battle for it. Hudson gets it cross ice to Dobson. I know I am quite punny. Thanks, Steve. I'll see myself out. You know what? I got to give it to you. 14:30 to go in the third, and Montreal is playing down a goal. Buffalo wins. They tie the series. Montreal wins. They're up 3-1. Caulfield plays it back. Gooley. Kept alive by Carrier. Slav keeps it alive. Caulfield. Suzuki battling Byram. Oh, he fools him. He gets it to Power. Power up the ice. Flubbed pass. Carrier. And they're going to call that icing. Drew, did you lose audio as well? Yeah, okay. That's just the broadcast, I guess. Yeah, because I can hear you just fine. Interesting. Let's see if YouTube filter works in Quebecois. Oh, I highly doubt it. How do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it. Ugh! What did the mama tomato say to the baby tomato? Ketchup. Osti de Calis de Tabernac. I know those are bad words. Bad dad jokes hour. It turns into that sometimes if this is your first stream. Hudson. As we have audio back for some reason. New hook. Tries to center it. Doesn't work. Chases after it. Fires it to the point. Dobson. Hudson. Hudson. That misses. New hook. Where's that puck? It's bouncing. Dahlin has it behind his own net. He cycles it. Held at the blue line only for a moment. Tuck gets it out. He's picked off. Nice pass to Evans. Demidov. Dobson can't handle that, and the Sabres clear it. Evans, he's got to screw his head on a little bit here. He's thrown off because he almost got called for another one. But, buddy, you got a game to win. It's the playoffs. No one's going to feel bad because you're upset. Zucker. Pass. What a stop from Dobish on Hellenius. Holy crap. He's got to go get his stick. Luukkonen gloves that at the other end, and that'll be an offensive zone faceoff for the Montreal Canadiens. How did Jakub Dobish stop that? It was a 2-on-1 Zucker at Hellenius. Absolute point blank. He drops his stick and makes the desperation pad save. Oh my gosh. That's a gimme. As in, gimme that, says Jakub Dobish. Steve Dangle here on the STPN YouTube channel. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. What a stop. What a stop. Keeping the Montreal Canadiens in this game. They're down. There's a lot at stake here. You don't need me to tell you that. Allons-y les boys, says Amy Duquois. Your boyfriend is obsessed with hockey, so's mine. Adam Wild. Dan Patrick, did you hear the turkey was arrested? The police suspect foul play. What are the Habs going to do when Fowler turns out to be better? There's actually a simple answer here. They've done this before. You just get rid of him. No, we couldn't. That's what you did to Halak. I had to look up Fowler's stats. He drafted in 2023. Pretty good. 9-6-2 with a 908. Man, if Fowler was a net for the Laval Rocket, they probably beat the Marlies, but he wasn't. So, blocked by Samuelson. Habs lose the zone. 12:30 to go in the third here. Remember that save if the Habs end up winning. Absolutely, Sedin Magic. The Habs need to let on the line. I agree with you, Peter. Slivkovsky gains the zone. They said offside. 12-12 to go in the third. Benson getting a little piece of slaff. Are those guys the same draft class? No. Slaff was 22. (23-21) are the shots in favor of Montreal. 3-2 are the goals for Buffalo. If the Sabres win, I want to hear Lindy Ruff's press conference. If the Sabres lose, I want to hear Lindy Ruff's press conference. Battle for it in the Habs zone. Oh, Tuck gets hit in the face. I think it was with the puck, though. Dunno. Drops it for Texier. Shot! Stop by Luukkonen! And there is no rebound to be had. Held on to. Is Fowler better than Dobish? I'm picturing that I can't hold all these lemons meme, but with with excellent goaltenders. I don't know if he's better. I mean, doesn't matter. The OG says Buffalo, 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 Buffalo. They might have a point. Tuck's bleeding. Face off in the Buffalo end. Matheson. On! Sneaky, but blockered away by Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Matheson slows down Jack Quinn, but they still have to battle for it. Quinn with it. Centers it. Picked off by Texier. And now the Habs will try to transition with numbers here. Texier hands it to Josh Anderson, who is no longer there. Helenius up the ice. Helenius. That's about the third pronunciation of Helenius I've heard tonight. And I'm starting to get pissed. Which is it? Helenius? Helenius? I say Helenius. Demidov dumps it. Demidov. Hard around. Dobson. Goalie! Rebound! That was Newhook. Stopped by Luukkonen. 11:04 to go in the third. Is Benson the best player in his draft? Pick 13. No. But he's up there. Benson. Let's look at the guys drafted ahead of Zach Benson. Connor Bedard, Leo Carlson, Adam Fantilli, Will Smith, David Reinbacher, Dmitry Simashev, Matvei Michkov is a fascinating conversation. Ryan Leonard sick, Nate Danielson, Dalibor Dvorsky, Tom Willander, Daniil Butt, and Zach Benson. How many guys in that list are better than him? Habs dump it. Luukkonen leaves it. It's pronounced Hollandaise. Stop it. Dobson collects it in his own end, tries to get it to Hudson, who plays it to Newhook, but oh boy, Tuck has a man in front. Can't get there because of Dobson. Hudson gets it to Demidov. Battles to get it to the blue line and out. Is this going to be ice? Ref says no emphatically. Linesman, rather. Newhook battling power. Doc helps him. Doc trying to get it to Evans. He's taking on two Sabres at the same time. Power comes out with it and dumps it. Habs have been good at producing goalies, you think? There's even more Michkov drama on a Habs Sabres stream. It's true. Carrier dumps it. Byram. Oh, Bolduc misses him badly. Doc holds the line. It's into the corner for Bolduc, who luckily didn't wreck himself. Veleno, hard around. Carrier. On, gloved by Luukkonen. On the broadcast, Habs have 13 minutes, 39 seconds of ozone time. Sabres have less than 8 minutes. Doesn't matter. Sabres are losing. Rather, Sabres are winning. The opposite. Francois Labelle, not mine. Someone in chat said, why is it called dad jokes? To me, it's apparent. Oh. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Said this on the podcast, I think. Benson is second in the 2023 draft class in games played. He's played 211. Bedard is 219. Fantilli is 213. Leo Carlson is the only other player to hit 201. Michkov rounding out the top five at 161. Points, Benson is sixth. Bedard with 203, which is nuts. Carlson in second at 141. Fantilli 140. Michkov 114. Will Smith 104. And Benson is the only other player to hit 100. The next closest player to Benson is Ryan Leonard with 46. These are very new players, right? Players drafted in 2023. Benson also 6th in goals with 34. He's 5th in assists. 67. Where is he in penalty minutes? 2nd with 138. Is a great pick. Number 1? No. Great? Yeah, absolutely. Freak. So I was out at the park yesterday and I was wondering why the Frisbee kept getting bigger. Then it hit me. I'm going to end the stream early. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Shout out to Sonich BC. Steve looks pretty handsome. I agree. 9:31 to go in the third. Steve Dangle here, who's pretty handsome, on the SDPN YouTube channel, which is pretty handsome. Click like, click subscribe, and tell your friends because it'll make you handsome. 9:31. Sabres win that draw. It's Norris. One of the Habs goes down looking for a penalty. They're not going to get it. Hudson. Oh, Caulfield going off the ice. Is he all right? Oh, he got hit in the neck, I think. They said chin on the broadcast. I don't think so at all. Why would he be going to the bench if he got hit in the chin? I think he got hit in the throat. Sabres clear the zone. Slav. Hudson. Stops up. It is so loud in Montreal. Dumped by Dobson. Puck takes a weird bounce. On. No, blocked. Sabres trying to clear the zone. Can't do it. Texier after it. How many more lines or shifts does this line get? Matheson keeps it at the blue line. That shot is blocked. Benson. Anderson. Can't find Deneau. Texier. Deneau. Anderson. Can he get the shot off? He can't. He places it to the point. It's Dobson. That's blocked. Dobson. Zucker is down. Dobson. Dobson. Dobson shoots. Blocked. Anderson. Matheson. Anderson. Can't find Dobson. And it's sent down the ice. This is probably icing, though. 7:46 to go in the third. Sabres are in heavy survival mode right now. Name tags. How do you make an egg roll? Push it. Why did that take me so long? Freak. That's my last one, I swear. Hello to all you lovely people north of the border. Yeah, Zucker blocked one, and he does not look comfortable on the bench. Off the face-off, Gooley. Off the weird bounce off the boards. Luukkonen swats that away. Gooley. Suzuki. Weren't we talking about the lively boards last game? That's stopped by Luukkonen. Slav. Gooley. Caulfield, who's back out there, plays it back to Hudson, but out of his reach. So he's got to regain the zone, which he does. Post haste. Greenway turns Gooley away. Suzuki picked off in the neutral zone. 7:08 to go in the third. Hudson will dump it. I don't see a ton of that. Timmins being chased. Dumped. And they're calling that icing against Beck Malenstein and the Sabres. 6:53 to go in the third. Dan Patrick, go to Adam's stream. He loves dad jokes. Adam will be streaming after this one, right? Ducks Vegas, that series tied at 2. Oh boy, Gooley almost cost his team bad. Oh, it's already started? Right, because we had an insane amount of delays. So once this game is done, don't go anywhere because we'll go straight to Adam and his stream, game 5 of Anaheim Vegas. That series tied at 2. Dobson, that shot is blocked. Sabres doing a good job blocking pretty much everything. Matheson, Dobson fighting for it. Sabres clear it. Malenstein racing Matheson, and they bail to change. Demidov gains. Demidov, new hook! Can't get the shot through. Excellent defense from Power. Demidov loses that. Krebs is going to dump it for himself. And is he going to win the race? He is. If there was an icing, he beat it out. Tuck in the offensive zone. Dahlin barely holds the line, but does. Krebs. 6:06 to go in the third. Habs just fighting to get out of their own zone. They need a goal to tie here. They're going to change. They do. Gooley. Doc flips it in for Anderson. Dano. It's Anderson, Dano, Doc out there right now. Samuelson to Benson in their own end. Flipped high and out. 5:30 to go in the third. Hey, if Drew is in here, I want to congratulate his Avs, which I've been sneaking suspicion will be sending my Wild to the golf course tomorrow night, says Freak. Drew says settle down. Carrier. Gooley. Adam seems like the most complete human being by far in hockey. Skilled, tough, smart, beautiful, extensive world travels, and has lived in the third world for long periods. This is Caleb. You're talking about our Adam? Calgary's not that bad, man. Like, what are you talking about? I'm confused. Caulfield gets an excellent pass from Dobson. Caulfield just fighting to. Oh my goodness! What strength! He keeps it alive. Stopped by Lukin and swatted away. Slavkovsky is down and selling it instead of trying to get back up and into the play. Play's dead. Oh, is UPL stick to hit him? He looks actually hurt. 4:15 to go in the third. I agree that Adam is complete, but I don't know what you're talking about. We're about to see the replay here. What happened? So Slavkovsky's battling Power. Oh, he gets butt-ended by UPL. Not on purpose. Drew says, is that a high stick? Even if, well, that's interesting. I don't know how it works with goalies. Det C. What's the difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi? The people of Dubai don't watch the Flintstones, but the people of Abu Dhabi do. That caused me pain. When's Dobish being pulled? I'm going to say 2:11 left. Freak, Drew, just trying to be a good sport. I know you're worried, but I don't think you should be. Oh my God, this is a hedge off, ladies and gentlemen. But I think you should be. It was a good series, and we played you tight. It was a good series, he says. It was a good series, and we played you tight, but I feel we are missing a top line center to really put us in contention. And you're missing Eriksson Ek. He's a hockey player. They'll text each other sorry in a few days. It's fine. You're right, Giggling Cat. I'm glad you think that's funny. Giggling Cat, you son of a gun. I honestly think the Leafs should take Stenberg first, says Shea Andrus in the final 5 minutes of a 1-goal playoff game between not the Leafs and not the Leafs. Thank you. Logan Prescott, some jerk glued my deck of cards together. I'm having a hard time dealing with it. I haven't heard that one. Eck and Brodeen, that really hurts. It certainly does. That's crazy. The trainer to check Slavkovsky's mouth had him bite his fingers. Did you see that? That's how you realign a jaw? Diane sent 10 SDPN. No, she didn't. You said 5 SDPN memberships, but it feels like 10. Thank you. 4:04 to go in the third. Habs need a goal to tie. Sabres don't need a goal to tie. You get me? Drew says, well, we're all going to be here past midnight because Drew said just don't go to overtime. So thanks, Drew. Appreciate that. There's Newhook. There's the former Av. He's as good a candidate as any, right, Drew? Matheson. Newhook trying to take it off Tuck. It doesn't work. Newhook almost creates a turnover there. Krebs. He's going to chase after it. He's had legs in this third period. He tries to center it for Thompson. Doesn't work. Matheson plays it back. Carrier plays it back. Demidov. Eric Weeb. As a Habs fan, watching you do these Habs streams, I really think you love the Habs. Are you slowly jumping on the bandwagon? No! Or to translate into French, no. What a pass! What a shot! Stopped by Luukkonen. That was Josh Anderson. Trying to catch up to this puck. Can't do it. Sabres, this is going to be a 2-on-1. Zucker again. Hellenius again. Off the post. Oh my gosh. This kid can't buy one. Zucker in front. Shot from Quinn, and he can't buy one either. Stopped by Dobish. 2:44 to go in the third. JG Parsons, it's clutch time in a Habs Sabres game. It's a great time to have a heated conversation about depth players on the Marlies. How about that Ben Danford? Well, he's on the 4th pair at practice, and I think that's bullshit. Sorry. Do the Habs tie it? Hellenius tonight, 3 shots, 6 attempts, according to the broadcast. He should have 3 shots, 2 attempts, or oh my God, 3 shots, 6 attempts, and 2 goals. Face off in the Habs zone. They come away with it. Carrier to Evans. 2:35 to go in the third. Dobish out of his net to play it. So Dobish will not be coming out until the Habs get the players they want on the ice, and right now they don't have them. But they're all standing. A lot is going to happen very quick. They're offside right now. Josh Anderson put himself offside. It's going to be crazy if the Habs score here. Watch. I guarantee they score here. It's offside. Dobson, that goes just wide. 2 minutes to go. Dobish is on the bench. This is going to be insane. The Sabres will review this. Caulfield. I wouldn't bet my house, but I'd bet $5. Slav. Hudson. Dobson. That's blocked. And they clear the zone, so it's a moot point now. Caulfield. Oh, finds Dobson. Shoots. That's blocked. Habs get it back. Timmins with the block. Timmins is out there killing the final 90 seconds of a second-round playoff game, Leaf fans. Caulfield. Shot. That's blocked by Samuelson and out of play. 1:17 to go in the third. I wonder if we see a timeout here. Do we curse Steve with 6 overtimes? Ugh! This game wouldn't possibly go to overtime. Ah! Okay. Drew, I don't want it to happen tonight, but at some point in my career, I would like to do a really long overtime. I am talking like 5 OTs. I was going to say 4, but I want to do a stupid long game. Like, I've never done triple, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I've done double. Double in the bubble. I did double bubble. I did double in the bubble. When did I do double in the bubble? I don't remember doing double in the bubble. Who did I do double in the bubble for? That's $2.50, Steve. That's $2 and $2.50. What is happening? What is happening, Francois? 1:17 to go in the third. Luukkonen's been pretty gosh darn good, eh? 2 goals against in the first period, but the vast majority of Montreal shots have come in the second and third, and he stopped them all. Draw in the Sabres zone. Danault comes up with it. Is he going to try to get off? He's not. Dobson. Hudson. They got 2D out there. Why not? You have Lane Hudson and Noah Dobson. Philip Danault smushed. Sabres can't clear it. It's behind Slafkovsky. Dobson receives it on his backhand at the point. Hudson stops up. He's got Greenway chasing him. Dobson leans into one that's blocked. Loose puck. Sabres. Yeah, they clear it. And now Dobson catches up to it. It's not enough for icing. My husband will unalive me if this goes to OT. Well, something to talk about with therapy. Hudson holds the line, but it's poked away. Thompson clears that. Is that icing? No, it is not. 20 seconds. Can the Habs do it? Or is this series tied? Suzuki. Hudson. 10 seconds. Suzuki fans on it. Sabres clear it, and it's a high stick on Caulfield. So the Sabres are going to win this game. They blow. Is that icing? No, that's not icing. They high sticked it. I think they might do one more face-off here, but this game is over. They're calling it. The Buffalo Sabres. What an insane first period. They ran the Habs out of the building the first 5-10 minutes of that game. Shots were 8 or 9 to 1. They're up 1-0. They go to TV timeout. There's a break. They decide, actually, the Sabres scored. Then they review that, and they decide, actually, it's goalie interference, no goal. And from pretty much that moment on, it was mostly Habs. The Sabres score one of the flukiest goals, probably the flukiest goal of these playoffs, off the dasher. Benson gets one on the power play. And now this series is tied heading back to Buffalo, and the Sabres retake home ice. Yes, Drew. Drew pointing out that now the Carolina Hurricanes have a minimum of 9 days off. It'll be 11 if it goes 7. W. McDuff. I was at the Everett Victoria CHL game that went to 5 overtimes. Don't you wish you were there? I don't have that. I don't have that in person. But you know what I do have? I was at an Oshawa Generals. No, it wasn't. Mississauga Steelheads when I was their in-arena host. It was Mississauga Steelheads, London Knights, 21-round shootout. After the 18th shooter, we all looked at each other and we were like, what are the rules? We thought the goalies were going to shoot. They went back to the first shooter. And they got all the way to the third shooter again. And I think London won. Francois Labelle, it's usually called a $2 Steve, so 5 is 2.5. Oh, I didn't get it. And Francois Labelle saying more bad words, I think. Poupou sur un bâton. Is that poop on a stick? I think it is. I think it is. Do I know French? Am I bilingual? Am I better than everyone? So this series is going a minimum of 6. You have to ask in game 5, do the Habs go with foul? I'm joking. You have to ask, would the Habs have won if they had Marner? No. You have to ask if the Habs will ever make things easy. It's hard to... I could simultaneously picture them winning the cup and also never winning a series in less than 7. Like, this team is fun. The Sabres are fun. I am so happy these two are playing each other. Listen, given the circumstances, right? Now, Lindy, I'm fascinated by what Lindy says, because you can hardly complain about the refs when you won the game on a power play goal. You know what I mean? Oh, Adam's streaming right now. You want to throw to Adam? He's 10 minutes in? That's insane. Adam Wild is streaming Anaheim, Vegas. There are no goals in that game yet, but it's game 5 of their series. So, my friends, don't go anywhere, because we got game 5 of Vegas, Anaheim, literally right now with Adam Wild. For now, that is it for this stream. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like the stream. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Game 5, Thursday.